A very good evening to all our viewers and welcome back once again to this beautiful grounds of 7 Districts Cricket Academy here in Ajman, where we bring you match number 23 of 7 Districts presents Emirates D20 powered by Fancode. It is going to be the table topper, mighty team Abu Dhabi are going to take down team Dubai. It's going to be an exciting contest. Let's have a look at the two games lined up. In a short while, it's going to be Abu Dhabi taking on DCC, and then at 9:30 p.m. later on, it's going to be Sharjah taking on Emirates Blues, and that is also expecting to be an exciting contest lined up. Right there, let's head down in the middle where we have Ahmed Khwaja for the pitch report.
A very crucial day of the 7 Districts presents Emirates D20 2024 powered by Fancode. And let's take a look at the 22 yards. Well, it's the same wicket we had yesterday, wicket number 2 here at the centre square of the 7 Districts Sports Club. So you do expect it to be lower and you do expect it to be a bit slower. So you do expect the spinners to be in the game. But if the dew arrives, once again, it should be an absolutely pristine batting track. I'm a bit conflicted what I should do if I should win the toss. But just to be on the safe side, I would look to bowl first, know the target in mind, and then look for the 2 points. Overall, a lower, slower wicket than yesterday, but still chock full of runs.
Well, that was Ahmed Khwaja with his insights with the pitch report. I think they should be bowling first on this wicket. Let's quickly have a look at the points table. Abu Dhabi are comfortably placed at the number 1 position with those 12 points and have already qualified for that important semi-finals. Emirates Blues placed at the 2nd position, just those 3 losses, and have a very healthy net run rate with 8 points. Sharjah at number 3 also in a good position. Ajman, well, they have a bit of catching work to do. Fujairah as well, 5 losses, and their net run rate is quite a concern. Talking about Team Dubai, they are at the bottom and they are playing the number 1 team Abu Dhabi here, which is going to be starting in just a few minutes from here onwards. There you go, the most wickets. Awais Ahmed, what a phenomenal run he's having in this tournament. 12 wickets already in just 7 games. And look at that economy, 8.18. That is a very healthy economy. And Saghir Mayer, well, all-round performance from this man, with 12 wickets to his name as well. Haider Ali also having a phenomenal run alongside Khuzaima, and Mohsin also with 10 wickets apiece. Well, there you go, the 2 names on the top, Ronak Panoli and Ali Shan, the captains, who will be playing here against each other, locking horns. Ronak Panoli leading from the front, 359 runs, and then the captain of Abu Dhabi, Ali Shan Sharfu, scoring 322 runs, the best of 90, and a very healthy average of 46. Kamran Ahmed and Luqman Faisal also having a very good run in this tournament overall. Right, we don't have much time in our hands, so let's head down once again in the middle where we have Ahmed Khwaja with the 2 captains and the match referee for the all-important toss.
Toss time for match number 23 of the 7 Districts presents Emirates D20 2024 powered by Fancode. I have the 2 captains alongside me in the middle. Leading Abu Dhabi this evening, it's going to be Ali Shan Sharafu, of course the captain of Dubai, Mr. 24, Ronak Panoli, and of course our esteemed match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. Abu Dhabi to flip the coin, go ahead. Heads is the call, and it has come down as tails. Ali Shan, you've won the toss, congrats, what are you going to do?
We're going to have a bat first today.
Taking a look at this track, what do you think is a decent target to set for Team Dubai?
It looks a bit dry than usual, so I think anything from 160 to 180 should be good. But again, let's see how it goes.
Of course, you've been in outstanding form in this tournament as per usual, but Jonathan Fiji, his explosive performances have really been a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, obviously he's a good player as we all know, and he's been striking the ball well, and hopefully continues the same way and gets us more runs.
Any changes to the playing 11?
We've got a couple changes, a few people missing out with injuries, but can't remember any.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Ronak Panoli unfortunately lost the coin flip. If you had won it, what would you have done?
Looking to bat first as well, just want to get some runs on board, but don't mind the decision too much.
Well, now it's backs against the wall time. You need to win 3 on the trot and hope for other results to go your way. Is Dubai capable of that?
100%. I think we've shown, some glimpses of what we can do. We won against two top sides in the tournament as well. So it's about finding that positive momentum again, and hopefully, we can get that going from today.
Well, as per usual, Dubai has a very young side, but they have been outstanding performance as well. I was told that you have a 14-year-old wicketkeeper, and of course, Ayan Misbah's performance has been outstanding as well.
So, I think we've come through the same system as well. We started off playing for Dubai Men's when we were 14, 15, and, now we're 21, 22. And, I think it's about giving them the same opportunity, giving them the same backing that we got, and hopefully they'll come good in the years to come. And they're already doing that, I think.
Any changes to the team?
Couple of changes, Shetty and Shahrukh coming into the 11.
Best of luck.
Thank you so much.
Right then, news from the centre. Abu Dhabi have won the toss and they've elected to bat first.
Well, there you go. The captain, Alishan Sharfu, winning the toss, had no hesitations to be batting first. Well, let's have a look at the lineup. It's the captain leading from the front. Ali Habib, Alishan Sharfu, Ghulam Murtaza, the all-rounder, and then Jonathan Figge. What a phenomenal tournament he's having. He's already had a century to his name. And alongside Shihan Veeraratna, also very talented all-rounder, Zia Mukhtar. But he's been bowling pretty well overall in this tournament. And I think it's the right time to introduce my co-com. It's going to be Asghar joining in for the first time. Good evening, Asghar.
Good evening, Avas, and good evening, viewers. Well, look at the side there. For Ronak Panoli, I think he'll be very much key with at the top of the order, Ayan Misbah, and that middle, very talented batsman. And Atar Rahman, he needs to kick on. He's been impressive enough at the top of the order. Mustafa also comes in, the little man. So we expect a very good contest and a good toss to win for Abu Dhabi, deciding to bat first here.
Yeah, I think considering the batting lineup they possess, it's the right move, and just to put some runs early on the board. And we have seen Abu Dhabi, they have the ability and the capacity to score big early on, batting first. So they just want to challenge maybe this young side. And talking about Team Dubai, Asghar, it's a very important game for them. Any more losses from here onwards, and it's going to be pretty much done and dusted for them in this tournament.
Absolutely, it's critical that they get those vital 2 points here. And the two openers at the top of the order, Alishan and Jonathan Figge, they have been superb. The way Figge has taken to the role, replacing Ron Mustafa, is just like duck to water. He's been brilliant.
Yeah, this pair has been stealing the limelight overall in this tournament. There you go, the captain, Alishan Sharfu, usually Ali Habib being the captain, so he's been given a new role today and found his form at the right time in this latter part of the game. And there you go, it's Jonathan Figge, the Centurion, a couple of games before. Technically very sound batter, and usually just takes his time early on, but then when he gets going, there's no looking back.
Yeah, traditional opener at the top of the order, likes to get in, give himself the best chance, those sighters, but boy, did he have the ability to really turn it on. Zishan Nasir, that's where the strength lies here for Ronak Panoli. And Dubai with Zishan Nasir with the brand new ball, he's a strike bowler and he'll be looking to get a wicket early on in the piece.
A very skillful bowler, I would say, Zishan Nasir. In the early days in this season, he had that tendency. Let's quickly have a look at the field first. Well, that's very interesting. The fine leg is in the circle. The third man is in the circle. So he's got a widest deep third man. I would say deep point. And then he's got a deep long on, it seems.
Is really important for both the teams to get off to a good start here. If they can remove Alishan Sharfu with the brand new ball, Dubai will feel they got a kick start at the top of the innings. But on the other end, Alishan gets going. He's such a dangerous player. He can really take the opposition on.
Right, then we're just moments away for this important game. I would say more for Team Dubai. Abu Dhabi, well, they've already qualified for the semi-finals. They would want to ensure remain in that number one position and maintain that spot. Umpire says play. It's going to be the first ball of match number 23. Straight away, off the mark is the captain Alishan Sharfu. Nice sound of the bat.
Played away with the angle back towards that wideish third man. Quite square as well, because he's so strong in that area. So they are looking to bowl just around off stump.
Yeah, talking about this man, this stylish left-handed batter, Jonathan Fiji. Oh, he's been very impressive and has impressed all of us here in the com box as well, Asgar.
Very impressive. I love the way he paces his innings. Different stages of the game early on, he's prepared to work the ball into the gaps, give the maximum strike to Ali Shan, and then when he gets set, then he begins to really cut loose.
Nicely bowled, equally well played by Jonathan. Yeah, this is what we'll see. And this is what he's been doing throughout this tournament. Takes his sweet time early on and just tries to give strike more often to Alishan Sharfu, who has been playing the aggressive role and been giving flying starts to his team early on.
Absolutely. On the other end, Zishan Nasiri, he's had a wonderful tournament so far. Genuine strike bowler, and the new ball, he is real lethal. He'll be taking the ball away from the left-hander.
Cut away really hard. And that's going to be the first boundary for Abu Dhabi and Jonathan Fiji.
Excellent square cut. Beautifully played. Touch of width there from Zishan Nasir and pounced on it big time. Lovely footwork getting on top of the bounce. Look at that for a shot. Typical left-handers square cut.
He's so strong in that area. Just look at that flow of the bat. Terrific hand speed. He's got excellent hand-eye coordination, and he's just continuing his form from where he left off.
Ominous signs here for Abu Dhabi. And straight away, there's a change in the field. That's a great follow-up delivery, right up in the block hole. So they've moved that third man quite square now, and Misbah there.
There's a slight bit of breeze going across to our right, and that is certainly going to help Zishan Nasir early on with his swinging deliveries, which will go away from the left-hander.
Predominantly an in-swing bowler. He likes to take it away from the left-handers. So far, it's been a eventful start. Steaming in Zishan.
Full toss, driven. But this time they've got a protection just for these kind of shots. So quiet start as of now.
Exactly to that fielder. Was posted a couple of deliveries ago after that square cut. Does the work there. It gets back Alishan on strike. He's got to watch that booming in-swinger. Zishan Nasir will be hoping if he gets it on line and nip it back, could be in business here.
Short delivery. That is a fiery ball coming in from Zishan. And that just surprised Alishan Sharfu.
Quick delivery, but a little wavered. Got away with it. Can't afford to stray onto that middle leg stump against this man. Jagged in. Steep bit of bounce. Good take by the wicketkeeper. It does generate that extra pace and bounce of the surface.
Yeah, I think he's just trying too many things in one over. We've seen him trying to bowl a yorker, a bouncer. Slower delivery, beautifully bowled. Nicely just placed to perfection for a single, and will retain strike in the next over. It's 1 over gone. Abu Dhabi are 8 for no loss. Quite a watchful starter from Team Abu Dhabi. Alishan Sharfu, Jonathan Fiji, well, they have been making the highlights in this tournament and have completely taken the limelight, I would say. There you go, that's the field setup, deep point, in position. And he's got a deep square leg. So the idea would be from there, more to just bowl touch short to Ali Shan Sharfu. You need to come out with a plan when you're bowling against this man in the middle.
Such a difficult man to bowl as well. Square of the wicket. Doesn't find the placement, but he'll pick up a single here. Taimur Bhatti is quite different compared to Zishan Nasir. Zishan Nasir, more of a hit into the Daku side of bowler who likes to bend his back. Taimur is a lot slingy. His strength is to taking the ball away from the right-hander. A lot more skiddier.
Yeah, and the action which he possesses, I think all he has to do is just release the ball gently with the new ball. That is what you have to do when you're bowling in the early overs in the power play. Not try to really bend your back. Just let the wicket do the talking.
Absolutely. New ball. It's not about really cranking up the pace, but you need the accuracy as well. Oh, look at that. That's a poor delivery. And it's gone through everyone. It's going to be 5 wides.
Oh, we were just praising this youngster Taimur, and all of a sudden he's just bowled a very wayward delivery down the leg side, and the keeper had no chance whatsoever to stop that. And 5 extra gift runs given early on. There you go. Just kept on going away from Jonathan Fiji. That's going to be handy 5 runs for Team Abu Dhabi.
The kind of little bit of swing he's getting in the air. He needs to start around off stump and shape it back.
Yeah, that is a much better delivery and well responded from his partner Ali Shan Sharfu. Excellent single.
Excellent running. These two does possess very good understanding between the wickets, and I think Jonathan is following the route of Ron Mustafa. Just push and run.
Yeah, just applies that extra pressure on the opponents. That's what you do. You've already gotten the runs which you require. 7 runs in 2 deliveries, so don't really want to force the issue and try to play any rash strokes.
Oh, he thought about going after it, then he lets it go. Ali Shan really side. He was patient on that occasion though.
Yeah, talking about Team Dubai, let's have a look at that delivery first. So a hint of away movement, but the ball is coming on really nicely onto the bat, I would say. There's no such demons as of now in this wicket.
Oh, this is big. This is huge all the way now. Just short maybe. But what a strike. It was the slow one. And he's picked it quite brilliantly.
Well, not a very good ball from Taimur considering the field setup he has. You can't afford to be bowling anything full to Ali Shan Sharfu. The mid-off is in the circle, the mid-on is in the circle, and Taimur decides to bowl fuller, half volley. Ali Shan has played a magnificent shot down the ground.
That was wonderful extension of that top hand as well. So strong down the ground. As we look at one more time, pitched up delivery. Perhaps it was the off cutter, but how easily done. They're having a look here. Did that carried all the way.
Yeah, we just have to wait for the signal of the umpire. It's going to be an interesting call, and seems like, has he given that a 6? Yes, he has. So that's the first maximum from the blade of Ali Shan Sharfu. They're on the move now, Team Abu Dhabi. It's a very good start, and that is what they do. That is what we've seen overall in this tournament. Haven't we, Asghar?
That's where they are so dangerous. As we look at that shot one more time. Clean strike down the ground. It's gone a long way. And they are looking to confirm. Yes. Oh, comfortably. It's gone over the top for 6. That's their strength. That's the signal at the top of the order. Whereas they are so dangerous, these two. And quickly get the game away from the opposition.
Yeah, both the batters, it seems like they have a role every time they come out to bat. Ali Shan will play those big shots, those lofted strokes. On the other end, Jonathan Figi, very technically sound batter. Cut away nicely. Ali Shan Sharfu is looking very confident, I would say, in the middle.
And that's the beauty of this combination. They really complement each other. And all successful teams at any level, you need those partnerships at the top of the order. And it's about really complementing each other and playing your role accordingly. These two, so good for Abu Dhabi.
Short delivery, pulled away. There's no protection down there. It's going to go towards the boundary. So this has turned out to be a very expensive over for Team Dubai. And Abu Dhabi are on the move.
Just dropping it short on this surface. It's a docile surface. There's so much time for Ali Shan to put it in front of square. Look at that shot. Off the front foot. Hammered through. Straightish mid-wicket for another boundary. Early on, Dubai under pressure here against this pair. .25 for none after 2. .25 for none after 2 overs. Zishan Nasir. Can he produce something special here? A ball of a full length, square driven. Third man in play. Again, complimenting his partner. Getting Ali Shan back on strike.
Yeah, this is really smart batting, I would say, from Jonathan Fiji. And every time we see Ali Shan Sharfu getting out early, and that is where Fiji just changes gears and then tries to play those big shots. And so far, he's found success in this tournament. A very destructive opening pair, Ali Shan Sharfu and Jonathan Fiji.
Wonderful. And Ali Shan is quickly off the blocks here. 13 of 7. Looking dangerous. Short delivery down the leg side. It was a bit of a tester for the wicketkeeper, who eventually gets to it. But it's a wide. That's the second real loosener from Zishan we have seen in his spell so far.
Yeah, wayward delivery yet again. And Team Dubai, the bowlers are just spraying the ball all over. Oh, brilliant glove work. Mustafa Hassan Ali has certainly saved some runs. What exciting talent is that keeper behind the stumps.
Slow delivery, use of the feet, and nicely done through the offside. Just pulled in. Oh. Just went over eventually. So another boundary here for Ali Shan.
Yeah, it seems like Asghar, they haven't really done their homework against Ali Shan Sharfu. You cannot be bowling in those areas, and especially when you have the field in the circle. Might as well just take a fielder in that cover. Look at that. Just intentionally clearing the fielder. And the fielder gave a chase, but then just couldn't hold back. Has gone towards the boundary yet again.
Yeah, they can't afford to give him room here, and he does like to use his feet, so you need to cramp him up here. Oh, gives himself room and goes after it with Zishan Nasir's pace. Might just have gone over the top for 6. The umpire is still waiting.
Well, he's looking a bit sluggish, I would say, Zishan Nasir. Not at his 100%. Short delivery, width offered. No protection once again in that area. And not learning from the mistakes, I would say. It's gone towards the boundary. And Ali Shan Sharfu, the captain today, is looking very dangerous now. 17, no time. And that's the 590th boundary in this tournament.
Plenty of runs. We have seen plenty of strokes. We have seen Zishan Nasir under pressure. Goes full. Driven hard. But that fielder is hanging back there. Another easy single. They're off to a rollicking start here of Ali. 36 for none in just 2.4 overs, Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, just keep mentioning, Asghar, when you're bowling against Ali Shan Sharfu, you have to do your homework and research. You can't just come in and bowl wherever you want to. He's going to smash you all day long. Full toss, driven beautifully. Glorious looking stroke along the carpet. That's going to be another boundary for Jonathan Fiji.
At the moment, Zishan Nasir has just lost it. left and right hand combination. He's quite wavered so far for those full tosses, those deliveries down the leg side to Ali Shan. Really struggling here. Easy pickings for the left-hander. Look at that. All he did, just placed it for 4. Creamed it through the offside.
Yeah, very unlike Zishan Nasir. By no means he's bowling at his 100%. Short delivery, cut away. It's a long chase and the fielder has given up. It's turned out to be a very expensive over yet again for Team Dubai.
Having that fielder quite wide, that wide-ish third man, there was no chance. Could come around that one. Accident with a bounce, but he played it late enough. And away from that fielder, fine enough for 4. Very expensive over. Abu Dhabi, they're racing along after 3 overs. 44 for none.
All Team Abu Dhabi are off to a rollicking start. A flyer of a start, I would say. It is once again Ali Shan Sharfu. An entertaining knock as of now. 22 in just 10 deliveries, and it's going to be Ayman, the new bowler. Hit hard, down the ground. And there's protection in the deep. So that is a good plan and a good setup, I would say. Just not offer much pace to Ali Shan Sharfu, and might as well have a deep mid wicket and a long on.
Yeah, good move, and they know that there might be an opportunity if he miscues one. Because Ayman is not the quickest and very smart operator. He does mix his pace as well. Bowls that wonderful slow delivery. And he bowls wicket to wicket here.
Nicely played. Gentle push towards the cover. It has been a very watchful start from Jonathan Fiji. On the other end, it has been the aggressor Ali Shan Sharfu. 46 already on the board, and desperate need of a wicket is Team Dubai.
Well, they're off to a great start. 46 for none. And complementing each other quite beautifully.
Oh, a lot of width offered, and I think Ali Shan Sharfu has missed out on an opportunity and a misfield as well. You can't afford that to happen, and because of that, they have ran 2 runs. So excellent bit of running and coordination between the 2 batters in the middle.
That's very good. Excellent understanding between the wickets. Abu Dhabi 48 for none. Look at that inside edge on the leg side, and quickly spotted opportunity, and off they went. In a jiffy, they have completed 2 runs here. Right now, Dubai, they're looking a little flat.
Wide delivery. Well, not too sure with these tactics, Azhar. He's got a packed leg side field, a deep mid wicket, a long on, and he's opting to just continue ball in that offside channel, and he's not getting that swing in his favour as well. So, not too sure with that ploy.
Yeah, ring field on the offside. If he gives this sort of width, Ali Shan will be licking his lips to really pounce on anything short and wide, offside, off stump. Pressure on young Ayman here.
Oh, missed out once again. It was in the slot, in his zone. And I think Ali Shan Sharfu was just trying to hit it a little too hard. And in the end, missed it completely. Yeah, there you go. Just imitating that shot once again. So, a good comeback delivery. And I believe the idea is right, Asghar. You need such kind of a ball at this stage of the game where you can just get off pace and not offer any pace to Ali Shan Sharfu.
Absolutely can't afford to get predictable. Again, shimmy down the wicket. This is in the air. Man coming around. And taken. The ploy has worked. Eamon has struck. That's a huge blow. Ali Shan looking to play the big shot. Has been held at the boundary. Beautifully caught from Aditya. Takes a very good catch.
Well, this was a brilliant setup, I would say. An excellent captaincy from Ronak Panoli. Had a packed leg side field, Amen. Just targeting those stumps, not offering any pace. Yeah, no issues. It's a legal delivery. There you go. Onto the stumps. Ali Shan Sharfu getting a lot of elevation on that, but not the distance. And in the end, he has taken a very good catch in the deep. They've got the big fish, Ali Shan Sharfu, who looked very promising. I will have to go back to the dugout after scoring 25 in just 14 deliveries. Abu Dhabi are 49 for 1. Well, the timed wicket coming in for Team Dubai, a much required one. They had to break through this partnership. Ali Shan Sharfu was looking very comfortable and dangerous, I would say. Had to depart. And in comes another very talented youngster, Prithvi Madhu, the player of the match in that last encounter. And good to see that Team Abu Dhabi once again have shown faith in him and sent him at number 3. And why not? Played a gem for knock in that previous encounter.
Oh, absolutely. And they are at the top of the table as well, so they can afford to experiment and give opportunities to youngsters like Prithvi. Really impressed us one and all. 49 for 1 after 4 overs.
In comes another very talented bowler, Nilanj Keswani, very experienced with the new ball. Has got the tendency and the knack of picking up early wickets. So I don't mind this move, and considering Jonathan Fiji being a left-hander, Nilanj, he's got that excellent arm delivery which comes in really sharp towards the right-hander. So it's going to go away from Jonathan. Nicely bowled. That is what we'll see this youngster do, Nilanj. He'll just keep on varying his pace and just go about his business with those variations under his sleeve. Timed wicket coming in for Team Abu Dhabi. Nicely played. Coming behind the line of the ball and showing the full face of the bat.
He's so good with that arm delivery. Very experienced customer, Nilanj Keswani. He's been asked to do a job here, to put that extra bit of pressure in the middle.
Shorter, cut really hard. So that is what happens when you lose a wicket, Asghar. The moment Ali Shan Sharfu departed, we've seen a flurry of dot balls. So it's a good comeback, I would say, from Team Dubai.
Oh, absolutely. This time he's gone big here. Through the offside, and how pleasing is that? That is gone for 6. Terrific shot from Jonathan.
Well, magnificent stroke. He never tried to hit this too hard, Jonathan Fiji. It's just the sublime timing from his blade. Look at that. There you go. Excellent flow of the bat. He's got terrific hand-eye coordination. Not the ideal delivery you want to be bowling with this kind of a field setup. And they've got the 6 runs they required in this over. And with that, Team Abu Dhabi have also reached the 50 mark. They're 55 now.
It was a great shot, understanding what Nilansh was trying to do. He was always looking to drift the ball away from the left-hander, enticing him to go through the leg side, which is a much riskier shot. But he's too smart, the kind of form he's in.
Yeah, that's a much better delivery, and straight away there was a call of one from Jonathan, and a very late response from Prithvi Madhu.
They can't afford a mix-up here. They're going along nicely. Yes, they have lost Ali Shan, but the run rate is excellent. Ball watching. You have to trust the call of your partner and don't just be ball watching. That can cause a lot of confusion in the middle.
Yeah, that's the third time now in a row we are seeing Ali Shan Sharfu getting out early, and then all the cover-up work has to be done from this youngster Jonathan Fiji, who was once again off to a very good start here yet again. One last delivery coming of the 5th over. Flighted, driven nicely. Will take a gentle single. And it's going to be the end of the 5th over. Abu Dhabi are 57 for 1. And there you go. There's a lot of dew already in this ground. It's just 6 p.m. here in Ajman. Short delivery slashed. And slashed beautifully towards the point region. That's going to be a good start to the over. Ayman just not getting the line right. And offering a lot of width to Prithvi Madhu, who's continuing from where he left off in that last game. Excellent shot from this youngster. He's already looking very confident in the middle. And technically very sound batter. Doesn't really hit it too hard. There you go. Just a simple push towards the point region. And look at the ball. How it travelled quickly towards the boundary. Once again, a lot of width offered. But Prithvi just gently pushing it. Yeah, I was just mentioning about the dew. The dew has taken a toll on this ground, and it's quite early, I would say. It's just 6 p.m. here in Ajman, and that is going to be worrying signs, I would say, for Team Abu Dhabi. And then also we have another game lined up where Sharjah is going to be taking on Team Emirates Blues, so they'll be having a keen and a close eye. Nicely bowled. And straight away there's a call of 2, and well responded from his partner Jonathan Fiji. The moment there was a call of 2, his partner responded really well. So he's keeping things really simple as Ayman. All he's just trying to do is target the stumps, waiting his space, and that is what you need to do, especially on these kind of wickets where there's not much purchase and support for the medium pacers. Looking confident already is this youngster Prithvi Madhu. Oh, has he taken that? Oh, he's put it down. Prithvi Madhu will survive, and Ayman is not very pleased with that effort. And I think it's the right time to introduce my co-com. It's going to be Ahmed Khwaja joining in. Welcome, Ahmed.
Good evening, OS. And yes, Attar Rahman has had a torrid time in the field in this D20. And poor Ayman getting Prithvi to mistime that drive. And that was a sitter, really. There really is no excuse at this stage of the evening, at this stage of the game. They needed to take that catch.
Yeah, I think he wasn't expecting. He played towards the cover, and ball went on towards the mid-wicket. Short delivery, nicely coming behind the line of the ball. So it's been quite a watchful start by this youngster, Prithvi Madhu.
Yeah, coming off a 50 in his previous game, the confidence will be high, but of course every day is a new day. Alishan Sharafu, in his typical ballistic fashion, got them off to a flying start. But now this pair, who batted so well in the previous game, need to stitch a partnership together once again.
Yeah, they've got plenty of overs to do so. We're just into the 6th over, the last over of the power play. Beautifully bowled and nicely played, gently pushed towards the point. Will take a single and retain strike in the next over. Power play done and dusted. Abu Dhabi are 64 for 1.
Well, Abu Dhabi always off to a fly in the power play as you would expect. Jonathan Fiji and Alishan Sharbu coming in with the aggression. Taimur Bhatti was taken for a ride, and some poor deliveries by the seam bowlers for Dubai has put Abu Dhabi in a very decent position. That was the rare mistimed hit. It was a pressure catch and well held at deep square leg. That was in the air for an absolute age. Prithvi Madhu, beautiful slice over point, but he's already gotten a life this evening. Let's see if Nilansh Keswani can change the equation here for Team Dubai.
Yeah, there you go. That's the signal from the umpire, the completion of the power play. Nilansh, what a pretty decent first over. Flight 8 swept away, and there you go. Well, that sums up the story in the fielding department for Team Dubai.
Really so sloppy. There is no excuse for that kind of ground fielding at this level. That was straight to the fine leg. Taimur Bhatti maybe got a bad bounce. Lovely paddle sweep. And that's just through the gate, through the railway tunnel. Very poor from Bhatti, not supporting his young spinner.
Yeah, absolutely, Ahmed. And I think it's going to be very demoralizing for Nilansh Keswani. Pulled a very good delivery. It was right on the stumps. And then there was a misfield. So not a good start on Nilansh.
Shabanilo.
Beautifully bowled. And equally well played. So he's one of those batters, Prithvi Madhu, is going to take his sweet time and then wait for those bad deliveries. And I think that is the requirement and the demand of the game situation.
Oh, absolutely. He's technically very sound. And like you mentioned, just takes a bit of time to get going. But he certainly has all the shots in the copybook.
Away. Well, that is very good cricket now we're witnessing from these two batters. And Jonathan Fiji, we're talking about him. What a phenomenal run he's having overall in this tournament. That's the third time we're seeing Alishan Sharfu getting out early. And then all the cover-up work has to be done by this youngster.
And the best part about his batting is he likes to bat for time. He likes to play a long innings. Taking a look at the field, they've got plenty of protection on the onside now. We know Jonathan Fiji, he really packs a punch towards that cow corner, deep mid-wicket, deep square leg region.
It's bowling a little quicker, a little flatter. And Jonathan Fiji is a very smart batter. He knows that Nilansh Keswani, he's got that extra protection in the deep mid-wicket area. So might as well just wait for the bad deliveries and just keep rotating strike in the middle.
Yeah, that's not a wicket-taking line really. You're just trying to keep a lid on the scoring. And that's not the right approach, I feel. He needs to be flighting the ball. That's a lot better. And good communication once again between Prithvi and Fiji. Just a short yes, and they were off.
Yeah, by no means both the batters have that aggressive or that explosive approach. We'll see them just keep on rotating strike and just take those singles and doubles when on offer. 7 runs already in this over. Cut away nicely. Protection in the deep. Will take a single and it's going to be Jonathan to take strike back in the next over. 7 gone. Abu Dhabi are 72 for 1.
Fielder!
Well, going along really nicely are the two batters in the middle. It's going to be the youngster straight away, wrist spinner, Aditya. Another very excellent prospect for the future.
Oh, he most certainly is. Capped by the UAE, retained in the ILT20 by Abu Dhabi Knight Riders. Very, very skillful leg spinner. But he's had a bit of a tough time in the recent tournaments being held here at the 7 District Sports Club. Maybe tonight could be his night, OSLE.
Yeah, he's got that perfect opportunity, and that too against the mighty team Abu Dhabi, placed at the number 1 position in this tournament. Short delivery, and he had ample of time to adjust and get his position, but then just get a single in the end.
Yeah, we saw Jonathan Fiji getting dismissed early in the tournament to Essam Mathurab, who plays for Ajman. So just that incoming delivery from the wrist spinner catches him in an awkward position. Will be interesting to see Prithvi's approach to Aditya. Will he look to go after him or just push the ones and twos? Remember, he has a very good googly as well.
Yeah, much better delivery and gentle push from Prithvi Madhu. Yeah, completely agree with you on Ahmed. And that is what we've seen Essam Mathurab do in this tournament. He has been setting up batters, just keep on bowling the wrist spinners, and all of a sudden he comes out with that wrong one, which is not well read by the batters in the end.
Absolutely, and his formula for success has been consistent. He flights the ball, bowls it slow in the air, and gets that big turn off the surface. Something that perhaps the Dubai spinners have not done as often as I would like.
Short delivery, loud appeal. I think, oh, he's given him. That is a huge wicket in the context of play. And Jonathan Fiji is not very pleased.
Yeah, it was the flatter, quicker delivery. But did it pitch outside leg? That would be the only concern for me. A convincing appeal from Aditya Shetty. Taking a look at the popping crease. Absolutely fine. Fair delivery. And yeah, that's crashing. That's pitching on leg and hitting leg. So great delivery by Aditya Shetty. They've got the danger man. Jonathan Fiji, 26 of 18, will be frustrated. He did not convert this into a big innings. A timely breakthrough for Team Dubai. 74 for 2.
Well, in box, another very exciting talent, Ali Abid, has come into quite a relatively comfortable stage, I would say, for Team Abu Dhabi. But a timely wicket coming in. Jonathan Fiji, who's been very consistent with his run scoring, has just lost his wicket. And that was a brilliant delivery. It was more like a flipper, not red in the end.
Slip in place for Ali Abid. Good to see Aditya Shetty on the offensive. Oh, it was the wrong one, but he got the line wrong as well there, OSLE.
Yeah, that's not a bad option straight away. When you see a new batter walking in the middle, you can just try to bowl that wrong one. And on that occasion, just not getting the line right, the youngster. But nonetheless, has been a very good start overall. Short delivery and hit really hard. He had all the time in the world, but found the fielder in the end.
Yeah, that has been the problem with Aditya. He's not landing his leg break full enough. It's too often a drag down, and it's too often a run scoring delivery.
Yeah, that is a much better ball and equally well played. And there you go, once again a misfield, which is certainly not going to please the captain or the bowler one bit.
Yeah, there really is no excuse. It's just lack of focus, lack of attention. And they're just conceding soft runs. Abu Dhabi already off to a flyer here. They're going at almost 9 runs per over. So you're looking at a big run chase and you're not helping yourself in the field. They've already dropped a catch, remember.
Yeah, quite certainly. Releasing the pressure. Tossed up delivery. Oh, creating an opportunity and almost getting the better of Prithvi Madhu.
Well, the problem was the slip fielder rose a bit too early. It was a sharp catch, to be fair. You don't often see that in a T20 game. But that was certainly a chance gone begging. So overall, a pretty decent over from Aditya Shetty. Created a few wicket-taking opportunities. 78 for 2 at the end of 8 overs.
Well, that's how the batting card has panned out as of now. Both the openers are back into the dugout. Alishan Sharfu looked very promising early on. And then Jonathan Fiji just getting out in that last over. Didn't really read that flipper. And now, after a very long time, I would say, Ahmed, the middle order batters are going to be tested tonight.
Well, absolutely. Ali Abid is due a score. He's had a few failures in the tournament. Started off with a bang, getting 80 odd in the first game. But since then has just gone a bit off the boil. So he will have some time to spend in the middle this evening.
Nicely bowled. And there you go. Once again a misfield. But the right thing done by Ali Abid. Not running on that misfield.
Well, were they at the movies in the afternoon? Because they all seem to have buttery fingers here. If they had some popcorn, what's happening with Dubai? It's just early evening. But still. Cut in the air and very lucky. That was not quite in control from Ali Abid.
Yeah, I think they're just having a setup and a plan against Ali Abid. They know he's not a very strong cutter of the ball. So he's just targeting that offside channel. There you go once again. Beautifully bowled. And bowling according to his field is Nilansh Keswani. Straight away there's a nod from the partner Prithvi. And well responded, getting a couple of runs.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this game plan, to be honest, because you have third in the circle, point in the circle. If he gets it fine enough on this outfield, the sweeper cover will not have a chance. He needs to bowl a lot straighter here. Make him hit towards the onside.
Once again, width offered. And I think he'll consider himself lucky, Nilansh.
Well, you're certainly living on the edge here. Ali Abid has come out with terrific intent. He's hitting the ball hard. But so far, they have managed to contain him. Just 3 of 6 so far.
Yeah, that's a much better delivery. Targeting the stumps. Straight away, there's a call of 2. And rightfully so, denied by his partner. So it has been a quiet over as of now. Just the 3 runs coming in. And a lot is going to be dependent on Ali Abid tonight.
Almost certainly. And Prithvi Madhu, his approach will be interesting as well. He's been out there for a while. Will he be looking to aggress?
Cut away very nicely. This has been a very productive over for Team Dubai. Just the 4 runs coming in. It's 9 gone. Abu Dhabi are 82 for 2. Well, he's bowling with a very big heart tonight is this youngster Aditya. And I wouldn't mind Ahmed him bowling those flighted deliveries, giving a lot of loot to Prithvi, considering Prithvi is not one of those batters who look for those big shots, so might as well just entice him. Yeah, just like that. Excellent delivery. Nicely swept away for a single.
Yeah, he's playing the sweep shot. That gives an indication to me that he's not quite reading Aditya's variations here. And he's certainly in the game at the moment. That is the length I want him to bowl. Go a bit fuller. Fair enough if you get whacked down the ground. You have the boundary riders in position if there's a mistimed shot. But if you bowl it short, outside off, you're going to be cut to ribbons. And that's not a wicket-taking approach.
Oh, that was a quicker one from Aditya. Not read well in the end by Ali Abid. And luckily, he didn't get it from the bat. Otherwise, this could have easily chopped back onto the stumps.
Yeah, I feel he's batting a bit over aggressively here. Trying to cut the ball hard. That pull shot towards the onside. a lot of force. Maybe just work the ball around.
Yeah, that's much better. Rocking at the back for taking a single. So they've done pretty well, I would say, Team Dubai, keeping Ali Abid quiet.
Oh, absolutely. They were going at above 9 runs per over, so they've just pulled the game back a touch here. You do feel another wicket here, and they'll be right on top of the game. And looks like Aditya Shetty, the ball is coming out of his hand nicely. He's looking dangerous.
Nicely flighted delivery and driven beautifully, and could put a fielding there. I was struck with some real force.
Yeah, Shahrukh Amin did well there. That was easily going to the extra cover fence. Need to be a brave lad to stick your hand out to a Prithvi Madhu cover drive. But certainly saved at least 3 runs for the side there.
Nicely bowled, perfect channels. And Aditya is bowling with a lot of heart, fierce and courageous kid.
That's the line, isn't it? Finishing within the stumps. And because he turns the ball both ways, Ali Abid giving it due respect. 5 of 10. That's a bit of a surprise for me.
Nicely bowled once again, and still cannot find the gap, Ali Abid. So back-to-back quiet overs coming in for Team Abu Dhabi. Halfway through in the first innings, Abu Dhabi are 85 for 2.
So game is delicately poised at the moment. 85 for 2. Ali Abid and Prithvi Madhu looking to build a partnership here for Abu Dhabi. Nilansh Keswani to continue. None for 20. He's bowled a pretty tidy spell. Better support in the field, and he could have had a few wickets to his name as well. But Dubai are hanging around in the game, I would say. Another wicket or two here, and they could certainly take control of it. Nicely bowled. But that should not be a single. Aditya, you're in at that short cover position of Ali.
Yeah, absolutely, Ahmed. I think you just need to keep on the pressure on the batters. And I think it's a very good time for Team Dubai to make a comeback and make a bounce back, I would say, considering Ali Abid is not looking at his 100% tonight.
Yeah, 5 of 11. He's just looked a bit agitated at the crease, I would say. A beautiful cut shot and even better fielding. Zishan Nasir, the big fast bowler, putting his body on the line. That's a good stop.
Yeah, excellent bit of fielding. That is what is required. Pretty off in that first 10 overs, but have a look at this. It was cut really hard. And then there you go. Excellent bit of fielding.
He was slightly squarer on that short third position. Maybe move a touch finer. Wonderfully bowled. See, when you flight the ball, when you dare to turn it, there is something to work with, Awais Ali.
Yeah, and this is where the youngster Prithvi Madhu, he'll have to just show some calmness in the middle.
Punchy drive towards the left of long off. And they're running on the throw. That's positive intent coming in from Ali Abid. He was coming to the danger end.
Yeah, that's good to see. If you can't really find the boundaries or the maximums, at least just keep on rotating strike and keep on that pressure on the opponents.
It does feel like the game is on a knife edge here. Something is about to happen. Oh, toe end of the bat. Got lucky there was no mid-off. It's set up like a good horror movie, isn't it, Awais Ali? That jump scare is coming.
Yeah, this has been once again a very quiet over from Nilansh. Just the 5 runs coming in. So boundaries have certainly dried for a very long time.
Turned around the corner and Nilansh Keswani has bowled a very tidy spell this evening. None for 26 on the night. Abu Dhabi 91 for 2 after 11. Well, Zishan Nasir was uncharacteristically expensive in the power play today. None for 27. Taimur Bhatti has 3 overs up his sleeve. He started the game off poorly as well. But Ayman was excellent. 2 overs, 1 for 12. Nilansh did a very good job. Aditya Shetty looking good as well. So it's the spin bowlers that have really slowed down the scoring. And now we get to see Aryan Lakra, another left-arm spinner, this time from the pavilion.
Bringing him at this stage of the game, considering he'll bowl those variations, he'll bowl a little slower, and that is where we've seen the bowlers getting some purchase from the track. Another very smart bowler.
Plenty of protection on the onside. Forcing drive. So Ali Abid is content to just push the 1s and 2s. I don't mind this spin plan because the pitch is assisting them, but I perhaps would have thought maybe give 1 over to Taimur Bhatti, your quickest bowler. Maybe test Ali Abid with the short ball because he's looking for boundaries, and maybe there could have been a chance to get him caught in the deep. But let's see. Aryan, very fine bowler in his own right, and slowing the ball down has worked for Dubai so far. Oh, to top edge over the keeper. Didn't know much about it, Prithvi. And a lucky escape.
Yeah, trying to go for the big shot and was in no position to play that shot. So that was a win-win situation for Aryan Lakra. Yeah, I think coming back to your point, Ahmed, I think Zishan Nasir would be a better option. Didn't have a very good start with the new ball, but then again, I would say he's a specialist with the old ball.
Yeah, that could have been an option too. Don't mind. Just a frontline fast bowler, any of the 3. Arm delivery, watchfully played. And we've seen Prithvi does have that lofted shot over extra. I think she should look to target that area rather than go across the line.
Yeah, and also, I would say credit needs to be given to the bowlers here, Ahmed. It's been quite a while now. We haven't really seen a boundary, so keeping things really tight at the moment are the spinners.
Yeah, they've done a terrific job for sure. Once again, only going to be a single. So Abu Dhabi content to sit in for now. But how long will that last? Can they get up to maybe 170, 175? That should challenge Dubai in the run chase.
Yeah, from here onwards, considering they've got 8 wickets in hand, that should be bare minimum they should be looking for.
Oh, lovely shot. Look at that. Just unlocking his wrists. A lot of effort only for a single. But that just shows the sheer quality of the lad. That was a very difficult shot, but he played it exceptionally well.
He relies more on his timing. By no means he's a power hitter, technically a very sound batter, and I think he's just weathered the storm, and now he can look to play some big shots.
Cut away, and it's gone through the cover point. Another poor piece of fielding has cost Dubai a boundary.
Well, Aryan Lakra is not going to be pleased with that effort. It was a very good delivery, bowling according to his field. Ali Abid cut that really hard, but then, as you rightly mentioned and pointed out, Ahmed, that should have been stopped. Very sloppy work in the outfield.
No effort put in at all. 100 raced at the end of 12 overs for Abu Dhabi. Aditya Shetty in the middle of a good spell here. Oh, wrong one, and very nicely played. Once again, just a touch short. That seems to be a consistent game plan coming in from the Dubai spinners. They're bowling it wide of off and slightly short for my liking.
Yeah, and that is where Ali Abid, the experienced campaigner, needs to come out with a different plan now.
Once again, delicately played. And if you miss the third in the circle, you're getting 4 runs.
Well, that was a very good shot from Ali Abid. He played it as late as he could. It wasn't all that bad a delivery from this youngster, Aditya. And then it was a very good shot coming in from the blade of Ali Abid, and a much required one for Team Abu Dhabi.
Just not bowling straight enough at all. Ali Abid, it's been a patient knock, 17 of 17. But if this man gets going, well, he cannot be contained. That was very, very nicely done. Lovely hand speed. Oh, that one has kept a touch low. He wanted to power that into the neighbouring oval.
Yeah, once again a flipper not read well in the end by Ali Abid. And if the direction was right, Ali Abid would have been in a lot of trouble.
1 for 14 so far.
Yay!
Once again, that was a firm cut shot and good fielding by Ronak on that occasion. Certainly saved a boundary.
Well, in the channels which Aditya is bowling at the moment, out and have one more fielder in that offside area, considering Ali Abid has just been cutting since the time he's walked in.
Yeah, that certainly makes sense to me. Oh, inside edge. Trying to force it off the back foot. It was a fuller delivery. And it's a very, very fortunate boundary for the Abu Dhabi captain.
Yeah, there you go. Another wrong one, not read by Ali Abid, and he'll consider himself very lucky to stay out in the middle. That could have easily chopped back onto the stumps.
There you can see he was camping on the back foot, but it was full. Very lucky. And have to spare a thought for the young keeper as well. Those are very difficult to say the least. So now Abu Dhabi building up a head of steam here. Just slightly pressing down on the accelerator. Well bowled. And in the end they've taken 9 off the over. 110 for 2 after 13. Aryan will continue. Oh, beautifully bowled. Delightful flight. And once again, Prithvi trying to drag the ball from well outside off to the onside.
Yeah, it was more like a premeditated shot coming in from Prithvi Madhu. And I think it's high time now he should get a move on. He's already got a good start and want to convert this one into a big one.
Yeah, just above runner ball now. Time is running out. Punched over extra cover. This is a good shot. The sweeper was set slightly straighter. And the throw is off target. Otherwise, Prithvi could have been in trouble there.
Yeah, finally getting it from the middle of the bat. Prithvi has been a very slow and steady start. And now that he's gotten the runs, I think he can shift gears from here onwards. But then, excellent bowling and planning from Aryan Lakra. He's not really offering any pace whatsoever to both the batters.
Yeah, that's the way to go about it on this wicket. Don't fire it into the pitch. Loop it up. Put some revs on it. Caught and bowled. That's a brilliant catch by Aryan Lakra.
Well, this is very consistent bowling, I would say, from Aryan Lakra. He just kept on targeting those stumps, and in the end, he's been rewarded with a wicket.
This time he bowled fuller and straighter. And Prithvi looking to aggress, looking to get on with the game. That was certainly not a straightforward catch by any means. But he's held on. And patient bowling from Dubai has paid off. And Abu Dhabi lose their third. 1-1-2 for 3 after 13.3. Taking a look at the front foot. Fair delivery. Well behind. And this was a sharp one. It was a firm push. And nicely snaffled. Well done. So Prithvi just got a bit bogged down this evening. 31 of 28. 112 for 3.
Great bowling, Harry. Great bowling.
Mohammad Nadeem, big striker of the ball, coming in at number 5. Bouncer from Aryan certainly caught him by surprise. And he'll be very relieved to get off the mark because he's had a tough time in the D20 this season.
Yeah, one thing is for certain, he wasn't really ready and prepared for that kind of a delivery. Aryan Lakra bowling a bouncer to Nadeem. And I think the stage is now set for Nadeem to come in at this stage of the game.
Oh, absolutely. He would feast on the spinners if he gets going. So Dubai will need to be very careful. Meanwhile, the captain, run a ball 21 so far, spending some much needed time in the middle. And if he can get going as well, then they will certainly go beyond that 170, 175 mark. Aryan has been outstanding so far.
Yes,
Beautifully bowled. Didn't read that arm ball at all. And Ali Abid had to pay due respect.
Well, it has been another very successful over for Team Dubai, and Aryan Lakra is bowling in those perfect channels. And that last delivery you can see just trying to invite and entice Ali Abid. He was not interested to play that lofted stroke.
Cut in the gap. Beautiful shot by Ali Abid. You cannot keep feeding this man to that area because he will punish you.
Yeah, every time we see the spinners offering pace, that is what happens. He was bowling so well before this delivery, but on that occasion, just bowled a little quicker, a little flatter, and Ali Abid got into an excellent position, cutting it for a boundary.
Well, 25 of 23, he's on the move. 117 for 3. So Aditya Shetty to bowl out here. 1 for 18. He's been the pick of the spinners for Dubai this evening. Oh, wonderful googly, but equally well played by Nadeem. And And Zishan Nasir, he's been super active in the field this evening.
Yeah, and talking about Aditya Ahmed, I think he's bowling with a lot of courage, considering there's a lot of dew, I would say. We're playing the first game. We haven't really seen that happening in this tournament. But now you can see there's a lot of dew, and still he's able to grip the ball, turn both ways. Brilliant stuff.
It's been a muggy, hazy evening here at the 7 District Sports Club. Trying to cut that away a bit too straight for that shot. And yeah, considering the ground conditions, we're already seeing the outfield getting a bit choppy. He's bowled really, really well. Immense talent, this lad. It's just about having that consistency, landing the ball in the right areas more often than not, because he is a fabulous bowler, a wicket taker, and certainly we'll see a lot more of him in the new year in the ILT20 for Abu Dhabi Knight Riders. Beautifully bowled once again. It's like he has it on a string this evening.
Keeping things very simple, just getting the basics right. He's got that excellent release, bowling in those perfect channels, and he's keeping things really quiet in the middle.
And a very useful batter as well. He can easily bat at any position at number 6, 7, 8, get you those quick runs. Can bat in a crisis scenario as well. Shoveled into the onside. Only going to be one. The problem is for Abu Dhabi, both of these batters have been out of form in the D20 so far, so perhaps not quite finding their touch just yet.
Yeah, absolutely, Ahmed. I think the middle order batters haven't been really put into test as of now in this tournament. The bulk of the scoring have been done by the top order batters, Jonathan Fiji, Alishan Sharfu, Ghulam Murtaza. So it's quite a concern, I would say, now for Team Abu Dhabi.
Coming around the wicket there. Interesting move. I guess he was wary of being whacked down the ground. But that's the life of a spinner. Some days you will be clobbered. Most days you will be clobbered straight. So they've done really, really well to contain Ali Abid so far. Final delivery of his spell. He would want to finish it on a high. He's been pummeled towards the sweeper cover. 1 for 22 on the night. Terrific bowling from Aditya Shetty. 121 for 3. 5 overs to go. So Aryan Lakra, unchanged spell. Oh, beautifully bowled, just going over the top of middle stump.
That is very fortunate, I would say, for Ali Abid. That could have easily gone onto the stumps. Excellent delivery, offering a lot of flight, loop. Has been very consistent with his lines today, Aryan.
Hard sweep towards mid-wicket. No worries there. 3 men deep on the onside. So far, so good for Team Dubai. And it's been a bit of a stop-start effort from Abu Dhabi so far. They have not batted at a consistent tempo here, OSLE.
Yeah, they were off to a flyer early on. Alishan Sharfu and Jonathan Fiji gave their team a blistering start. Outside edge. And that'll be just a single. And I think Ali Abid has to switch to plan B. Every time we've seen him trying to cut the ball, he hasn't found much of a success. So in the previous couple of deliveries, we saw him trying to hoik it and play towards the mid-wicket region. I think that wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah, and doesn't really use his feet to the spinners. Likes to hit from the crease. Just like that. Towards mid-wicket. And out of the hands, over the ropes. Another catch put down.
Well, that's not the first time we're seeing this happen in this game. And Aryan Lakra, he's gutted with that effort. Creating an opportunity. Ali Abid trying to go for that big shot. Not timing it at all. And there you go. Regulation take.
Why are you not right on the fence there, Atar Rahman? You've already dropped a sitter at mid wicket. Now you've dropped another one at deep mid wicket. The catching from Team Dubai has been very up and down right throughout the D20 this season.
Yeah, absolutely, Ahmed. And I think they can't afford to do that, especially in this game. They are placed at the number 6 position in this tournament. And I think that is gone all the way. We'll have to wait for the signal. There you go. A maximum and a much required one for Ali Abid and Team Abu Dhabi.
You do have to feel for Aryan there. Bowled so beautifully, created the chance. Not accepted. And it could prove to be very costly. Or maybe not. This is another chance. Atar Rahman. Oh, he's taken a stunner. Well, it's Aditya Shetty, in fact, at deep mid wicket. And he's taken an absolute blinder. That was a difficult take.
Well, let me tell you, Ahmed, I think this should go down as one of the best catches in this tournament. That was really long and high. And no issues whatsoever with the front foot. It is a legal delivery. In the slot, there to be hit. Got the elevation and not the distance. But just have a look at this take. It was forever in the air. Oh, what a take. Brilliant catch by this youngster.
Oh, that's outstanding. One of the catches of the tournament for sure. And the big wicket of the Abu Dhabi captain. Ali Abid gone for 34. Dubai fighting back. 129 for 4. Well, in comes the big lad, Ghulam Murtaza. He certainly will take a chance versus all comers. Naturally, a big hitter of the ball. Aryan 2 for 24. Superb bowling. And he still has one more over after this. He goes for that bounce. That seems to be his go-to delivery for Team Dubai. They are taking regular wickets now. 130 for 4. Well, this is a very bold move being made by the skipper. He's bringing himself on to bowl. So they're sticking to that game plan of using left arm spin against Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, I think that's a very smart move. He's seen there's some purchase for the spinners.
Well, not when you're bowling that length. Whacked away and beats the fielder. Good effort put in at long off. But the ball has trickled into the fence.
Yeah, not the ideal of starts from Ronak Paloli, offering a lot of weight. It was short there to be hit. And Nadeem just crashing that towards the boundary. And straight away the pressure will be on the captain, Ronak Paloli.
Yeah, drag down. And an easy hit me delivery. Well, oh, this is a chance. Long off. Well held. Zishan, in fact, Nilansh Keswani makes no mistake. So the captain making the bold move, and it's paid off within 2 deliveries.
Well, the plan to continue with spin and to bring himself into the attack has certainly worked in their favour. That was a very good delivery. Yeah, legal ball, no issues whatsoever. Ghulam Murtaza in no control whatsoever, trying to just smash this out of the park. And in the end, he's held on to it. He's taken a very clean catch. A short stay for Ghulam Murtaza has to go back after scoring 5. Abu Dhabi are 134 for 5.
So a left-hander coming out in the middle. Shehan Weeraratne, the wicket-keeper. Technically sound batter. Perhaps not as big a striker of the ball as Nadeem or Ghulam Murtaza, but maybe we need some more measured batting from Abu Dhabi. It's clearly not an easy wicket to bat on. There is some turn and bounce. Let's see if he can stitch a partnership together with Nadeem.
Well, it's going to be a test for Ronak Panoli, considering he hasn't really bowled in this tournament overall.
Yeah, that one occasional over, he's bowled at the death when his frontline bowlers really got hammered. Other than that, yeah, I think he's under-bowled himself, to be quite honest. He's very decent, has a good delivery, gets that ball to curve in the air, keeps it simple, wicket to wicket. This is another chance. Long off, couldn't get there. Hung in the air for an absolute age and just dipped in front of the two fielders.
Yeah, that was brilliantly bowled by Ronak, offering a lot of flight to Shehan, and it was a half-hearted shot, not really sure to go big or to take a single, and in the end almost lost his wicket.
Oh, Nadeem going for the reverse, and he's lucky that didn't crash into off stump. Superb over by the skipper. 137 for 5. So finally, the Pacers are back on. Ayman Ahmed coming back into the attack. Bowled a very tidy spell earlier in the game. And he is a bit of a death over specialist. Can land that Yorker consistently. Dubai are well and truly in the game here. If they can hold their nerve, keep a lid on the scoring. This is a very chaseable score. Oh, starts off with a low full toss. Bunted away towards deeper wicket. Got away with that one.
Yeah, that should have been dispatched out of the park, but Shehan, considering new at the crease, will take his time in the middle. Just the 17 more deliveries to go. They were off to a flyer, Ahmed. 74 for 1 in 7.3 overs. And then the spinners came in and just created havoc in the middle.
Yeah, they've done really well to pull the game back here. Now it's firmly in the balance, but they need to dismiss Mohammad Nadeem, that is for sure. Full deliveries. Pushed away towards extra cover, good fielding. Attacked the ball and didn't allow the second.
Yeah, singles is not going to be a problem for Team Dubai. And on the other end, Nadeem and Shehan, well, they need to shift gears. Not much time in overs remaining. And they need to reach somewhere around 175. Or maybe 180 from here onwards. Considering Dubai, they've got a very strong batting top order.
Yeah, they need that one big over for sure. Shehan, technically sound, maybe look to hit towards the offside. Chipped over extra cover. Well, you should have done that earlier. You should have listened to me earlier. Nicely put away.
Well, that was a gorgeous looking stroke. Just waited right till the end. Not really overstriding on the ball. Excellent balance. Has played a lofted shot. That's going to be handy 4 runs coming in for Team Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, just missed his length. Became a half volley from Ayman. And that too pace off. That's better. Pushed out towards long off. Well, Nadeem, 5 of 8. He's struggling to time the ball here. But he's the kind of man you want at the crease in this scenario.
Yeah, no doubts he's a fierce striker. But then again, Ayman, he has to show some game awareness at this stage of the game. You do not want to be offering any pace whatsoever to Nadeem.
And think about the bouncer as well. That is an automatic dot delivery if you can execute it right. We know he's got that very good fuller delivery, but need to mix it up. Goes full again. Hard flick towards long on. And in the gap. Beautifully put away by Nadeem.
Oh, magnificent stroke. And Ayman not getting the direction right once again. Just drifting down the pads. And Nadeem has flicked it beautifully for yet another boundary. And this over is quite a handy one now for Team Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, they're hurtling along now. Once again, missed his length. And that bottom hand, he's got so much power in those forearms. Forcing the ball just to the right of that fielder. Well placed. Slow delivery into the pitch. That's much more like it. But a good over for Team Abu Dhabi. Now they're on the move. 149 for 5. So the captain to bowl the penultimate over. He got away in his first over. Outside edge, balloons towards third. 150 up for Team Abu Dhabi, but they've certainly not looked on their A game with the bat so far.
With that shot, they've reached the 150 mark. Team Abu Dhabi. A slow one. I think the start which they had, they would have tried to reach somewhere around 200, 210 at that stage.
Oh, just short of the mid wicket. Not sure that was a catch. There was a shout, but I think it was just skipping away from him. So Ronak so far so good. But if this man connects, let me tell you, it is going to travel. This is a catch. Long on. Just in front of him. Ayan Misbah out there. I think he bailed out from going for that attempt.
Yeah, you can see Ronak Panoli is not very pleased with the effort from his teammate. And I would say, very smart bowling for Ronak Panoli. He's reading the game really well. He knows that Nadeem is trying to hit the ball too hard, so offering no pace whatsoever.
Trying to drag it from outside off. A priceless dot delivery for Team Dubai here. Remember, it's a must-win game for them. They basically need to go undefeated in their final 3 games to stand a chance of making the semis. Straight to the fielder. No harm will be done there. Ronak has bowled a really good couple of overs here.
Well, Team Dubai, they'll be mighty pleased with this effort. This is a great comeback, I would say. And if they can just bowl one more good over after this, it'll be job well done, Team Dubai.
Oh, this is a clean connection. And this is going way over the side screen for 6.
Yeah, quite fittingly using his feet to his advantage, dancing down the track, and he's got a pretty solid connection on this one. It was a very quiet over from Ronak Panoli, but on this occasion, Nadeem has come down the track and has played a very good shot.
And that is the way to tackle spin on this wicket. Use your feet, and that was beautifully done by Nadeem. 159 for 5, final over coming up. Match number 23 of the Emirates D20, very delicately poised at the moment. Team Dubai have done well with the ball to come back into the game. Aryan Lakra to bowl the final over. Well, he's certainly rolling the dice here, Ronak Panoli, to end the game with spin. But Aryan has been excellent so far. 2 for 25 on the night. Crucial over. And he starts off with a wide. So certainly the pressure is telling.
Yeah, trying to keep it away from the range of Shihan. The idea was not bad from Aryan Lakra, just not getting the line right.
Yeah, but coming around the wicket,
Shabari, Shabari.
slightly telegraphing his plan that he wants to turn it away from the left-hander. Chased it, balloons towards extra cover and a simple catch. So a good start to the final over. Third wicket for Aryan Lakra.
Well, this is a brilliant start for Aryan Lakra in the last over. He's offered a lot of flight to Shihan and trying to go big, mistiming it. An easy catch has been taken. No problem whatsoever with the front foot. Aryan is having a brilliant night out with the ball. There you go. Trying to hit it too hard and finding the fielder yet again. Simple take. It's going to be Shihan, the latest victim. Had to go back after scoring 10. Abu Dhabi are 160 for 6.
Another bright prospect coming out to the crease, Aran Fernandez. Played a couple of games early in the tournament. Looks to be a good player of fast bowling. Played a few wonderful
Shabari,
square cuts.
Shabari, Shabba boy.
Catching mid-wicket in position. Oh, cut off the stumps. Thankfully it was a slower delivery. Flighted delivery from Aryan rather. Otherwise that front pad would have been in business.
Well, this is a very aggressive approach, I would say, from Team Dubai. We're into the last over, and they've got a short midfielder in place. Well, how often do you see that, Ahmed?
Yeah, I think Ronak has planned this bowling effort well. Off the back foot towards brute power from Mohammad Nadeem.
Well, I would say this is an outrageous hit. That ball wasn't all that short. He had just a minimal time to adjust himself, rock back at the back foot. And look at that, he's got plenty of that. He's picked the bones out of this one. And that has travelled for a maximum.
Full toss, hit out towards deep extra, but straight to the fielder. And Shahrukh Amin gets the throw out quickly. I think Dubai will be quite relieved to have Nadeem off strike for the final two deliveries.
It's going to be a very crucial couple of deliveries. If they can reach somewhere 175, 178, it's going to be a very good target on the surface.
Top edge over the keeper, unlucky. There will be runs on offer. Zishan Nasir will pull it in. They've picked up two, so 170 is certainly on the board. So should be an exciting run chase. Dubai have a top order in form. Aryan has batted well in this D20. Ronak Panoli has been outstanding. Shahrukh Amin back in the side as well. Talented left-hander. So they certainly have the horses for the courses. Final delivery. Chip towards long off. Good catch taken by Ayman Misbah. 4 wickets on the night for Aryan Lakra. Well bowled.
Well, it has been a brilliant spell once again from Aryan Lakra. It's been amongst the wicket takers, and there you go. It has been a very good last over, picking up 2 important wickets. And look at that. Yeah, no issues whatsoever with the front line. Giving a lot of flight, looping the ball, enticing the batter to come down. And it was not timed to perfection, finding the fielder yet again.
Yeah, got a bit too close to it, Aran there. So 170 is what Abu Dhabi can accrue in their allotted 20 overs. Got off to a good start, then got bogged down. But Mohammad Nadeem got those lusty blows in when it mattered. But Team Dubai will feel relatively confident of chasing this score down. Remember, it's a must-win game for them if they are to remain in contention of finishing in the top 4. In terms of the batting, steady contributions throughout for Abu Dhabi. Nobody getting a really meaningful score. 25 for Ali Shan, 26 for Fiji, 30s for Prithvi, Ali Abid and Mohammad Nadeem, 25 of 15, was perhaps the standout batter. 11 extras. Once again, Team Dubai need to work in that department. In terms of the bowling, the clearly outstanding bowler was Aryan Lakra. 4 for 36 on the night. 1 wicket apiece for Ayman, Aditya Shetty and Ronak Panoli, the captain, chipping in with a wicket as well. Taking a look at the highlights of the first inning, then it was a strong start for Team Abu Dhabi. Once again, Jonathan Fiji and Ali Shan Sharfu getting them off to a flyer. This was the dismissal of Ali Shan. Very good catch taken at deep square. They posted 49 runs together, but there were a lot of mini partnerships throughout for Abu Dhabi. They couldn't get that one meaningful combination going. That was the wicket of Jonathan Fiji trapped on the crease. Ali Abid played a sedate knock, some powerful cut shots, but eventually he just couldn't convert. That was a sharp catch by Aryan, caught and bowled to get the wicket of Prithvi Madhu. And this was a terrific catch at deep mid wicket by Aditya Shetty. Take a look at this one, absolute blinder. And after that, well, there was a steady stream of wickets falling for Team Abu Dhabi. Ghulam Murtaza came and went as well. Ronak Panoli then got pumped for a big 6 by Nadeem. But the boundaries were few and far apart. Aryan Lakra closing out the bowling effort with a couple of wickets in the final over. And he ended up with 4 for 36 on the night. Tremendous performance. So 171 is the target for Team Dubai this evening against Abu Dhabi. Will they be able to chase it down? We'll find out after the break. Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Seven Districts Presents Emirates D20 2024, powered by Fancode. Match number 23 in progress, and that is the score Abu Dhabi have posted after winning the toss and electing to bat first. Steady contributions throughout has taken them to exactly 170. Certainly a very chaseable score, but the Dubai batters, especially the top order, will need to step up to the mark. In terms of the Dubai bowling, Aryan Lakra was outstanding, 4 for 36 in his 4 overs. Steady contributions coming in from Ayman Ahmed, 1 wicket for Ronak Paluli, and Aditya Shetty, pardon me, I felt bowled really well as well, 1 for 22 on the night. But surely the game will depend on Ronak Paluli, the outstanding batter of the tournament so far. And joining me in the comm box for what should be a very exciting run chase is Rashid Mohammed. Good evening.
Good evening, Ahmed. Thank you very much. Good evening, viewers. Yes, you're right. Absolutely. Ronak Paluli has been in top form, the top run getters of the tournament. And a lot would depend on how he goes about business in the first 6 overs. Remember, it's going to be the first 6 overs that are going to be important for both the teams. Whichever team does well in those first 6 overs, I think they'll go on to do well in the game as well overall.
Oh, absolutely. That will dictate the fate of this contest for sure. Alishan Sharafu with the new ball in hand. Going to be bowling some more off break, I feel. Ring field on the offside, long on, and a deep mid wicket in position immediately for Ronak Paluli, who will be facing up. So it will be intriguing to see how he goes about it.
Well, it's been a night of surprises here, and this is a big one. Alishan to open the innings with the ball.
Let's see how he goes. Well, bowled it into the pitch first ball, so he's probably going to mix it up here. And we have seen it's a spinner's wicket this evening at the Seven District Sports Club.
Oh, absolutely, and I think that's what Alishan has also realised. Nicely bowled and cut very well in the gap, bisected it perfectly, and that'll be the first runs for Ronak Paluli and Team Dubai.
Yeah, too short and a hint of width as well. That's all Ronak Paluli needed. And that was put away with some style. I think he's built and constructed his innings very well in this D20, especially with shot like this all along the carpet. Just missed the fielder, and that was always going to the fence. And he steps into that one, driving down the fairway for 6.
Well, that's a fabulous shot. Not a good delivery from Alishan Sharafu in the slot, but still had to be put away. In the kind of form Ronak Paluli is in, he's not going to miss out. Nicely done, straight as an arrow over the bowler's head for a maximum.
Yeah, that was pretty much like a throwdown for Ronak Paluli, especially in this blistering form. Such an easy swing of the blade, such a sweet timer of the ball, and he's gotten going tonight immediately. 10 of 3. Oh, this is a chance, but there is no mid-on in position. Lucky escape indeed for RP.
Yeah, that was a good delivery. Good change of angles there for Alishan Sharafu coming around the wicket to Ronak Paluli, and that angle probably just couldn't get it away. And he should consider himself very lucky. There was nobody placed in that region. Gets away, single. But a good start here for Dubai. Perfect start, I would say.
Exactly what they needed, that early momentum. Shahrukh Amin back into the side, opening up top alongside Ronak. Left hand, right hand combination. That was the incoming delivery. Perhaps seam up from Alishan on that occasion.
Yeah, I'll see a lot of that. Normally, bowls seam up deliveries. Today opting to ball off spin here, Alishan Sharafu, because the wicket is inducive to the spinners, which is what he's probably realised.
Nice punchy drive, and a bit of a bobble will allow Shahrukh Amin to pick up 2 and get off the mark. So steady going for Team Dubai, exactly what they would have liked. 13 for no loss after the first. So it's going to be the regular new ball bowler, Zia Mukhtar, operating from the STCA end. He's had a pretty decent tournament. Bowls at good pace. Tall lad, hits the seam. Can shape it in the air as well. But Ronak Panoli, 11 of 4. He's gotten off to a start. He's piling on the runs in this tournament. Can he make it another meaningful innings tonight? Oh, beautiful delivery. Got that extra kick off the surface.
Yeah, and some movement as well away from the right-hander. That was a fabulous delivery to start with, and that is where Ronak Panoli needs to be very careful. Although I would want to see a slip in place early on for Zia Mukhtar, you would want to get the wicket of Ronak Panoli early on, and that might dent the run chase. But that was a fabulous delivery.
Yeah, absolutely. Be on the attack. There's nothing really at stake for Abu Dhabi. They're already locked in for a semi-final berth. Cracked over point. You're feeding Ronak Panoli to his strength. 4 runs.
Yeah, the follow-up delivery not all that great from Zia Mukhtar. Too much width on that delivery. And Ronak Panoli allowing to open up his arms, and he's played it nicely in the gap away from the fielder at deep third. Gets himself another boundary, and that's what Ronak Panoli does so well early on in his innings. Doesn't require too much feet movement, but he gets the results at the end.
Got that terrific bat speed and hand-eye coordination. Devastating player when in full flow. And he's been very consistent as well in this D20. Oh, outside edge, skewed away towards third. And has that gone all the way?
Well, I think it has. Not where he intended, wanted to go across the line, but gets a lead, the outside edge. And with the pace Zia is bowling with, was in the slot, but I think Ronak Panoli was just trying to hit it too hard. There you go. That bounces just inside the ropes. Will be a boundary, but a lucky one there for Ronak Panoli.
Yeah, needs to be careful. Shot selection will be key. He's already running hot. Got a couple of boundaries, a 6. That shot wasn't quite required. Just within the playing surface, I feel. Although it was mighty close to that boundary skirting. Yeah, that confirms it. 1 bounce. And he needs to play a meaningful knock. Not that quick fire 20 or 30. They need a 70 or 80 from him here, Rashid.
Oh, absolutely. I think he's the man who needs to stay for at least 7-8 overs and put up a good partnership alongside Shah Rukh Amin at the other end.
Zia under the pump early. Oh no, once again going across the line. Yeah, that took off from the surface. But take a look at your shot, Ronak. What was that?
Yeah, not a very good shot from Ronak Panoli. That's what I've been struggling to understand, why he goes after all the deliveries. He's got all the shots in the book, and he can afford to block a couple of deliveries when he's in full flow.
Yeah, sometimes it's just that mental switch on and off he needs to work on. Fair enough, you're striking the ball hard, you're getting those boundaries at will, but bide your time as well. Because you can play shots like that, bang over mid-wicket, 1 bounce.
Slightly short from Zia Mukhtar, and how well did he pick up that length? Ronak Panoli, when he's in top form, he can do that. Picks up the length very early, goes through with the shot, nicely timed. Nobody patrolling that area. Remember, we're in the power play, and that is always going to be a boundary.
Well, that was the kind of free hitting ability that got him drafted in the very first season of the ILT20 for Desert Vipers. He was so unlucky to miss out, got injured before the tournament. Such a cruel twist of fate for the young lad.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think he missed out on that opportunity, but he's done so well since then.
Outside edge, didn't know much about it, but he'll take the result. 4th boundary in the over for Dubai.
And a lucky one. That was an attempted slower delivery from Zia Mukhtar, the last delivery of the over. Ronak coming down the track, and like you mentioned, had no clue where that one was going. But the end result is a boundary, and that is what it means to Dubai. Excellent start here. End of over number 2. 29 for no loss.
Shahrukh Amin on strike, so protection in the deep. Mid-wicket and long on in place. Quicker one once again. So he's tempting him to go across the line. So far, Shahrukh has not taken the bait.
Well, I think that's what Shahrukh Amin needs to do. He needs to make sure that he gives strike to Ronak Panoli at the other end.
Oh no, oh no. Poor shot. Turned away from him and balloons a simple catch to mid-off.
Well, that wasn't required. It wasn't a very good delivery, but not a good shot as well at the end. But a very good catch at the end by Heather. No problems with the front foot there. And look at that. That one just turned and nothing short at the end from Shahrukh Amin. Lobbing it in the air. Easy catch from mid-off. And the first blow here for Team Dubai. Shahrukh Amin makes his way back to the pavilion. 2 runs of 4 deliveries for him. 29 for 1 after 2.2.
Shiba boy. Shiba Sharifo.
Well, another very talented batter coming out to the middle, Ataur Rahman. He just found his touch in the last 2 games. Hasn't lived up to his top billing in this tournament so far. But very, very gifted youngster. And if he can get going, we'll have plenty of entertainment, Rashid.
Absolutely. I think he's a player who can really go after the bowlers, which might be the plan from Team Dubai to send him early on at number 3. But I would have wanted somebody more stable to come in at number 3 with the way Ronak Panoli is going at the other end. You'd want somebody who can feed strike to him.
I would have certainly sent in Aryan at this moment. Keep that left-hand, right-hand combination. And of course, he bowled well as well. Bowled into the pitch and he takes the single towards long on. Aryan has that maturity. And of course, you keep the bowling side honest as well with that combo. I would have certainly looked to send him in at 3, but looks like they want to go hard in the power play. Hence, they've sent out Atta alongside Ronak.
Certainly, that looks like what the plan is. Ronak Panoli once again winding up to go for the big shot, but I think at the end just held back, and rightly so. They've just seen a wicket falling in the over. But what a good over this has been from Alishan Sharaf, Ahmed.
He's done a really good job, has to be said. Oh, leading edge. Vacant slip cordon. Just closing the face of the bat early. And, well, some football skills coming in from Qasim. He saved the goal. And he saved the boundary, I feel. Unlucky Alishan. Well, you should have kept a slip for yourself. In the end, I think they've picked up 2 runs. 33 for 1. I think we'll get a boundary check here. But it looks to be A-OK to me on the first instance, Rashid.
Yeah, I think Qasim just did well at the end. Yep, got his boot down away from the boundary rope. And good backing up alongside him was Zia, I think. And they've managed to save a couple of runs for the team. And those 2 runs will conclude the over. Waiting for the official signal as well from the umpire.
Yeah, the 2 officials, Ali Kamran and Jibi Alex in the middle. And when you have the technology to get a boundary check, why not avail it? But I think that seems to be clean to me. Let's take a look once again. Nicely dragged back. Well, maybe Man United could use him. They're certainly struggling, as I love to remind Samir Yunus. Big footy fan he is. But that seems to be okay. Big lad did a good job. Yeah, it's okay. 3 overs gone. 33 for 1. So Zia Mukhtar will continue his tussle with Ronak Panoli. Hit him for 4 boundaries, but did bowl a few cracking deliveries as well. Lovely shot. Misfield at point will cost them 4 runs.
Well, the story continues here for Zia Mukhtar. He's been bowling some good deliveries, but very unfortunate that they've gone for boundaries in the previous over as well. A couple of deliveries getting the outside edge, and this one as well. I think was bowled well, but Ronak Panoli, the timing he got on that one was superb. That awkward bounce right in front of the captain, Alishan Sharafu, resulting in a boundary.
Just steered it. Sweet timing. 32 off 12. It's another blinder of an innings from Ronak Panoli. Can he win the game for his team? They desperately need the 2 points tonight to remain in contention of making the semi-finals. Abu Dhabi are already locked in. They have nothing at stake but pride. Oh, poor shot, poor shot. Not using his feet, not getting to the pitch of the ball.
Yeah, I think that delivery as well was in the slot for Ronak Panoli. He's got a good reach and he plays with the swing as well, but on that occasion, just not getting to the pitch of delivery like you mentioned, playing it away from his body. Look at where his front foot went, opening himself and doesn't get the connection. Very lucky that didn't get the outside edge.
32 off 13. He's thrilled, but he's taking risks as well. Onto the body of the thigh pad. There should be a couple of runs here. And yes, so they're certainly getting the runs at a very regular tempo here. It's just about can they bat the complete 20 overs, especially outside the power play, Rashid.
And it all depends on how Ronak Panoli plays in this first 6 overs. Wasn't a good delivery with the kind of field he's got. Nobody patrolling that short fine leg area. Any part of the bat and that would have run away towards the boundary. Coming back to your point, I think Ronak Panoli needs to make sure that he stays at least for the 6-7 overs.
Crashed between cover point again. The shot of the night from the Dubai captain.
A fabulous shot, getting on top of the bounce. That was shot wide outside off stump, still had to be put away. It's a packed offside field. They've got extra protection there as well. But Ronak Panoli, he's bisected that gap perfectly. Look at that. Nobody moved an inch. That went like a tracer bullet.
Absolutely brilliant. Look at the balance, the power. And the placement was immaculate as well. Well, the dew meter, so far it's around maybe 50%. Not too much. So the spinners should be in the game for Team Abu Dhabi. But if Ali Shan is being used as a spinner, I'm a bit concerned. Pitched up, Apesh, and gone! That is a body blow to Team Dubai. The pitch-up delivery has got Ronak Panoli out.
Well, that's a big blow. That is the biggest wicket they can pick up tonight with Ronak Panoli, the way he was going. I think it's full marks should be given to Zia Mukhtar with the way he's bowled. No problems with the front foot there. Pitching it up to him. Very brave, very courageous. And Ronak Panoli trying to clear that fielder. A few fumbles there from Ali Abid, but takes it eventually. Entertaining knock from Ronak Panoli comes to an end. Second wicket down to Dubai, 36 of 16 for Ronak Panoli. A maximum and 7 boundaries in that, 43 for 2.
I didn't say that. What are you going to do?
Well, this is a bit of a surprise to say the least. Aditya Shetty getting a big promotion, coming in at number 4. So let's see. It's been a day of unpredictable options being taken. Let's see if it pays off.
And straight away, Alishan Sharafu giving him a bit of banter there. Remember, these two have played a lot of cricket together.
Oh, absolutely. Beautiful delivery and well left. Good application from Aditya Shetty. So in the end, Zia Mukhtar got his revenge and got his man. 43 for 2 after 4. So Ali Shan into his third. Beautiful sweep. And that's going one bounce. What a shot from Ataur Rahman.
Yeah, not a bad delivery there, but a super shot from the youngster. Getting down on one knee and placing it perfectly. I think the key there was playing it in the vacant area. He was eyeing that square leg region and gets a one bounce boundary for himself.
Yeah, the fielders are at long on and deep mid wicket, so that was a very safe shot from Atta. Just giving a glimpse of his immense striking ability. He hasn't performed up to his talent in this D20 so far, but tonight could be the night. We keep saying it for so many Dubai batters.
Yeah, he's very talented, but at the same time you need some bit of intelligence as well.
Well, Rashid Mohammed, you mentioned intelligence, and that was such a soft dismissal, and it's a collapse coming in for Team Dubai.
Well, that wasn't very sensible from Atta. He played a marvellous shot the previous delivery, and this one, just catching practice to somebody at short third. Let's have a look at the front foot. No problems there. And Alishan Sharaf who picks up another wicket. Look at that. Just placing it straight into the hands of short third. Easy catch for Zia Mukhtar. Another one bites the dust for Team Dubai.
Yeah, why did you try to just place it? Why didn't you commit to the shot? Well, it promised a lot, but in the end, he's gone in single digits. 47 for 3. So it's going to be Nilash Keswani coming in at number 5. Certainly capable. But why are you holding back Aryan Lakra? I'm not too sure. Beautiful delivery from Ali Shan. Quick single taken. But I think we have to give him due respect. It's been some terrific off-spin bowling.
Alishan Sharaf, we were surprised with the move. But what a turnaround it has been after the first over. Let's have a look at that dismissal once again. Just placing it. Didn't commit to the shot like you mentioned, and that is why it has become a fatal shot for him.
Well, it's going to be a steep learning curve. Oh no, Apesh, but past the mid-off. He would have had his heart in his mouth there, Aditya Shetty, but timed it well enough.
Alishan trying to tempt Aditya Shetty with that fuller length delivery to go over mid-off, and he did exactly that, but placement was good. Away from the field, there's a few bounces and into the boundary rope. So they're continuing with the boundaries. They're making sure they take full advantage of the first 6 overs. And at the moment, even though they've lost 3 wickets, they're going at a good rate.
Yeah, they seem to be hell-bent on going hard at this run chase. 50 raised. Still have an entire over of power play to go. But that wickets column will certainly dent their hopes. Oh, quicker one. Trying to slide it behind point. Didn't need to fiddle at that one outside off.
That just needs to be careful. They can't afford to lose too many wickets after this. They're already 3 wickets down, but they've got some batting to come.
Oh, beautiful fine sweep, but straight to the fine leg. So a productive over for Abu Dhabi once again. Ali Shan, 2 for 26. 52 for 3. Well, it's been a topsy-turvy power play to say the least. Plenty of quick runs, plenty of boundaries, and plenty of wickets as well. Zia Mukhtar will continue for his third. So I guess Ali Abid is sensing the way the Dubai batters have approached this run chase so far. He could pick up another wicket here. Let's see. Nilansh Keswani, ring field on the offside. Good delivery, was hooping into him and just got his bat down in time.
Yeah, that was a fabulous delivery from Zia Mukhtar. He's been bowling some good deliveries. I think he's been very unfortunate to go for so many runs because some of the deliveries he's bowled, they were just fabulous. Exactly like that. Very, very difficult for batters to counter the ball that comes into you with pace and late swing as well. But this has been a very entertaining first 5 overs.
And sharp bouncer as well. Very underrated performer, I would say, Zia Mukhtar. He's been on the domestic scene for quite a few years. And he's just gotten better and better. Now bowling at a very lively pace. And we've always seen he's had that ability to move the ball. And he could be somebody that the national team could be looking at as a fast bowling option.
Absolutely, and he's got good variation as well. You saw the last delivery, the short pitch delivery, very close to the body. But at the other end, Nilansh Keswani needs to find a way to get a single. Keep rotating strike.
Well, that's one way to do it. Use your feet. Bit of a bobble at point. Bit of confusion in the middle. But Nilansh just about makes it in time. You would expect the calling between these two teammates, right from perhaps kindergarten level, would be a bit better.
Yeah, that needs to be the last thing on their minds to get a run out. There was a fumble, and that is where Aditya Shetty, without calling, just went ahead with the run. Very lucky, direct hit, and Nilansh should have been struggling there.
Yeah, that was all on Aditya really. First with a big no, and then he came through. He's like, hang on, you said no. But I guess it means something else. No harm done though. Nicely driven, but straight to the cover point, and they're running again. My word, Dubai seem to think it's a T10 game.
Well, I think they're trying to take advantage of the first 6 overs. Remember, this is the last over of the power play. They haven't done well in the first 4 deliveries, just 2 runs. So with no boundaries coming in, they're just trying to make sure they keep rotating strikes. Single comes in every delivery, and this being a left-hand, right-hand combination, that might just not allow the bowler to be comfortable with his line and length.
Yeah, it will be very interesting to see their strategy after the power play restrictions. Zia bowling a good over so far. Low full toss, punch straight to mid-off, and another misfield. They won't run on it though, but it certainly seems to be quite contagious. We've seen a lot of misfields coming in from both sides.
Yeah, the fielders need to be careful. Fielding is something that every team needs to be careful with. We'll see somebody like Haider Ali coming in to bowl as well. He's warming up here right in front of us.
Yeah, some jumping jacks coming in. Keeping himself fit. He is a fit lad and a very skillful bowler, to say the least. Oh, beautiful delivery going across the left-hander. Just having a jab at that. Thankfully, no harm done. Excellent over from Zia Mukhtar. And a very thoroughly entertaining power play comes to an end. 54 for 3. Well, we did say entertaining, and Ronak Panoli certainly gave us that. Some crisp shots on the offside. Really took a big toll on Zia Mukhtar, pulling him in front of square on the onside. That was a glorious hit. And the boundaries just kept coming, even though there were a few streaky ones. Soft dismissal for Shahrukh Amin, a nothing shot. And easy catch at mid-off. But Ronak Panoli, he was batting so beautifully. But one shot too many, Rashid. And that is what he will have to learn. When to hold back and when to go after the bowlers.
Yep, that's something that they need to learn very quickly. Atar Rahman with that wonderful shot. And then once again, a very soft dismissal. That is something that Dubai needs to be careful with. They're not giving away. They're just throwing away their wickets, not letting the bowlers to work hard in picking up those wickets. And at the end, I think the power play does belong to Team Abu Dhabi after they're picking up 3 wickets.
So Ali Shan Sharifu to bowl out here. Yeah, all 3 were self-inflicted wounds. You're spot on there. Could have easily been at least maybe 54 for 1. Hint of extra bounce and nicely forced off the back foot by Shetty. So he's looking to apply himself, and that's what they will need to do now that the field has spread.
And they also need to make sure that they keep the required run rate in check. Can't allow too many dot balls. They'll need to find a boundary here or there, wait for the loose deliveries, but in the meantime, keep rotating strike.
So Ali Shan Sharfu leading with the ball this evening. Nicely played. Just tucked towards the sweeper cover for a single. And I think Haider Ali, like you mentioned in the previous over, will have a big role to play in the fate of this match.
Certainly spinners, I think, will be key here for, as we saw in the first innings as well. That's played uppishly. Opportunity. Oh, Haider just bailing out at the last second. I think he did get to it, but just didn't understand where the ball was falling.
Yeah, he was standing a bit too wide at long off, trying to reduce that gap at extra as well, hence just couldn't quite get around to take the catch. Fired in and tucked away. The call is for two, and they'll stick to a single. Yeah, Haider Ali clean pick up and throw. So they have certainly hunkered down, even though Aditya looking to be a bit more aggressive. But my advice would be just to see out Ali Shan Sharfu here.
Yeah, he's bowled well. Picked up a couple of wickets so far. And the last 2 overs have been very good from Ali Shan Sharfu. And like you said, they just need to make sure they don't really allow another wicket to fall here.
Yeah, I wonder what other spin options Abu Dhabi have. Mohammad Nadeem will certainly be in the game. Haider Ali, no doubt, one of their frontline bowlers. So they've got 8 overs of spin there. Who else could they turn to? We'll find out pretty soon. Pull towards long on and taken. Another Dubai wicket thrown away. And this time it was Aditya Shetty.
It was a short delivery, but I think didn't get too much power behind that Aditya Shetty. The idea was right to clear the long on fielder. No problems whatsoever with the front foot. And no momentum off the back foot. Not very easy to get that kind of power behind the shot. And a very safe catch taken at long on by Mohammad Nadeem. Aditya Shetty, his innings comes to an end. Abu Dhabi managed to pick up the 4th wicket for Team Dubai. It's 58 on the board. Shetty gone after scoring 7 of 9, a boundary in that innings. 58 for 4.
Well, Aryan Lakra coming in at 6. And the way he's shadow practicing, I think he's going to continue the same approach. So it's going to be Aran Fernandez coming into the attack. Seems to be an off spinner. So let's see what the young lad has on offer this evening. Certainly got a supportive pitch.
Well, yeah, and he's got a very good setup here as well with 4 wickets down. Starts off with a delivery on the pads. Quick single taken. Direct hit. Is it? They're asking the question.
Yeah, I think it went into the pouch of Shehan. And he whipped off the bails in a flash. This could be closer than we think. Although it was a polite inquiry. And that would be absolutely disastrous for Dubai. No, he disturbed the bails already. So immediately that run out will be nullified.
Yeah, I think you're right. There you go. I think he disturbed the stumps right before the ball was in his pouch. We'll just make sure. Direct hit, and Aryan Lakra would have been struggling. Look at that. He disturbed the stumps already. But he's made it anyway, so I think it should be okay there for the batter there. Yeah, just making sure that all's well.
Yeah, I think he made it eventually. It's difficult to tell if the bails had been knocked off initially by Shehan, but there's too much doubt really. And even then he'd made it anyway, so it seems to be A-okay in my opinion. Nervous times here for the Dubai middle order. I don't think they have too many frontline options after this. Ayman Ahmed can bat. Who else can bat? Oh yes, Ayan Misbah is there as well. He's a very capable youngster. 15 years of age and playing in the D20 at such a high level and performing. What a great find he's been for Dubai. So given not out, Aryan Lakra, he's been in decent batting form in this edition of the D20. So there is hope. Good delivery. Not trying to turn it big, just finishing within the stumps.
Yeah, and giving it a lot of air as well, trying to spin the ball. That is what you need on these kind of tracks. You need the ball to turn on the pads once again. Not a good delivery from Aryan. They will pick up a couple of runs. Aryan is quick between the wickets and he'll make it, but he'll have to be careful again.
It's been a very youthful looking Abu Dhabi in this edition of the D20. Defending champions certainly have that youth initiative going. The likes of Prithvi Madhu, Shehan Veeraratne is a young lad. Arhan Fernandez has impressed as well. Qasim Mohammed, the fast bowler, very new to the domestic scene as well. Nicely cut away, but straight to Ghulam Murtaza. He is another bowling option that can be quite handy.
Yeah, and you forgot Jonathan Fiji as well. Another very talented youngster. Alishan Sharfo himself is still young.
He certainly is. Even though we've watched them day in, day out for the last 3-4 years, we forget. I think Alishan is 22, 23 max. Plays so much cricket. It's such a blessing if you're an age cricketer in the UAE with so many opportunities and avenues to play the domestic game at a high level. Rashid, you know better than most.
Oh, absolutely. I think it's been very good for the youngsters. We'll keep talking about that in the next over. 8 overs done. It's 61 for 4.
So as we anticipated, it's Haider Ali coming into the attack. And with the opposition already 4 down, I think it's going to be very difficult to get this man away. High quality left arm spinner. Field is well spread, long off, long on. In position, deep, mid-wicket, deep square leg. And the sweeper cover. So orthodox setup for the spinner outside the power play. So Nilansh will really need to apply himself here, as well as Aryan. And getting big turn right from ball 1.
He's a very talented bowler. Haider Ali can turn the ball. He's got good variation. Nicely paces his deliveries as well. And that is what you need from your top bowler. And this is going to be very difficult for Team Dubai with 4 wickets down. They really need to step up here. Somebody needs to take the initiative, keep scoring runs at a good rate, and also make sure they don't take too many risks.
Yeah, that current run rate has slid below 8 runs per over now. Oh, catching the splice of the bat. Played it with soft hands. So dealt with it well, Aryan Lakra. But immediately, Haider is looking very, very threatening.
He's that kind of a bowler who always looks for wickets and he's always in business. He'd force you to play unorthodox shots. He'll force you to try and manufacture shots against him. And that is what you don't need to do as a batter.
Tucked away towards cover point, and he was such a revelation in last year's ILT20 as well. He's been retained this season. So a man of high caliber and one of the key bowlers for Abu Dhabi in their race to defend the D20 title. And he's certainly been amongst the wickets this season as well. Very difficult customer to deal with. Has that terrific arm ball as well.
Yeah, and I would probably want to see another fielder in the ring for Haider Ali. Not allow those singles to come in. Once again, they get it in the gap. They're asking for 2, but I think it should just be 1.
Well, Qasim has decided he's going to field with his feet today, and it's working for him. Young fast bowler. He has lively pace as well. He'll be chomping at the bit to get an opportunity with the ball in hand. But he's just cramping them for room, and he's so meticulous with his line and length as opposed to the Dubai spinners who are a bit all over the shop.
Yeah, he's very consistent with his line of length, and that has been the key for of his bowling. He does that so well. Doesn't allow boundaries. That is what he does so well.
5 singles and a dot ball. 66 for 4 after 9. Well, Ronak Panoli once again the standout batter, and everybody else in single digits. Lack of application and poor shot selection, the downfall for Team Dubai so far in the pursuit of what was a chaseable target of 171. They still have a chance if Aryan Lakra in particular can play a special innings. Still have a bit of batting to come in the form of Ayan Misbah and Ayman Ahmed, but it's certainly looking very difficult at this stage of the game. Ali Shan Sharfu, 3 wickets to his name already. He's bowled out. And Aran Fernandez, the off spinner, will continue from the STCA end. First over was a tidy one. Drop and run once again. So this pair content to just build this partnership here. Keep the side in the game. Because if one of them departs here, then it might be all over. Trying to open up the offside. Bit of a shuffle in the crease, but Aran very smartly bowled it well towards the batter, cramping him for room. He keeps his eye on the batter's feet right till the very end. Not a big turner of the ball, but he's certainly keeping it simple. And that may be enough. Beautifully bowled once again. Taking pace completely off. Nilansh Keswani. Well, he went for a bit of a wander there. Not sure what he was thinking. But luckily he survived.
Yeah, some very good bowling coming in from Aran. Look at that. He just took off. I think there was a single there. But Aryan not responding. Once again, what an over this has been. What a good bowler Aran has turned out to be. He certainly looks very threatening and very consistent with his line and length.
Yeah, he's been a good find. Abu Dhabi have got a few excellent young cricketers in this side. Certainly has become a bit of a hotbed for talent in the UAE. Upish and dropped. That was straight to the captain. And this time he does fluff the catch.
Straight in and straight out. No emotions whatsoever there from the field, from the bowler. It was the captain. You can't show too many emotions, can you there?
Yeah, especially when you're 16 years old. Beautifully bowled once again. Frustration for Aryan Lakra, but Aran Fernandez, he's bowled 2 exceptional overs so far. 68 for 4. Let's take a look once again. Well, that was straightforward for Ali Abid. Just on the move. And unlucky Aran, he's just pushing it on the popping crease. Needs to be careful. That should have been his first wicket in the D20. Unlucky. Time for drinks. Dubai struggling at 68 for 4.
अस्सलामुअलैकुम, हाँ मोहम्मद वसीम। बड़ा अच्छा लगा मुझे फिर से हमारी एकेडमी को ज्वाइन करके 7 डिस्ट्रिक्ट क्रिकेट एकेडमी। और आज ज़्यादा अच्छा ये लगा कि जब मैं इधर आया हूँ तो हमारे बच्चे भी ज़्यादा हो गए थे, मतलब एडमिशन हो रहे हैं, ट्रेनिंग अच्छी हो रही है, फैसिलिटीज़ अच्छी हैं। बड़ा अच्छा लगा इधर प्रैक्टिस करके। और आप भी अपने बच्चों को इधर एडमिशन कराएं और इंशाल्लाह अच्छी अच्छी फैसिलिटीज़ के साथ प्लेयर बनाएं।
Right then, the 7 Districts Cricket Academy. This is where you can come in and get your kids, your children to come and play a lot of cricket, learn from the best. Magnificent facilities here at the 7 Districts Cricket Academy, and also at the 2 ovals right next to it where we're having one of the games in Ajman. Game between Abu Dhabi and Dubai at the moment. 7 Districts presents the Emirates D20 powered by Fancode. 10 overs completed. Dubai at 68 for 4, chasing 171. They require another 103 runs from here onwards in the next 10 overs. But with 4 wickets down, they'll need to be very careful with their approach. Heather to continue. Has been played nicely behind point. Or looking for 2, and he'll get them comfortably at the end. Running between the wickets is something they'll need to be careful with. The calling has to be immaculate between the 2 partners. Talking about partners, joining me in the comm box for the first time today, it's going to be Uwais Ali. Good evening, Uwais. Welcome back.
Good evening, Rashid, and good evening to all our viewers. Well, 4 early wickets for Team Dubai, and that is a big concern. That's not the first time we're seeing this. That's a much better delivery, just targeting the stumps, and we're almost seeing a replica of what happened even in that yesterday's game with Dubai. They were chasing 200 odd runs, and I think they're just heavily dependent on Ronak Banoli, Rashid.
Yeah, at the moment he's the man in form, and I think his wicket was key. Once they lost him, the other batters are just trying to cover up for that. The batting hasn't been up to the standards for my liking. Currently going at 6.67, required run rate of over 10. So one of these 2 batters need to really step up here. They need to find boundaries every over. Or tries to go for a big shot, gets the top edge. Very lucky there, Aryan. Could have easily landed into the hands of the short third fielder.
Well, he'll have to pick his deliveries here, Aryan and Last, both the batters in the middle. There's still 10 more overs to go, so they can just try to take this game as deep as they can and ensure not to lose any more wickets from here onwards. Otherwise, it's going to be very difficult for them to make a comeback in this game.
Well, certainly, wickets is key here, and that is what Abu Dhabi will be looking at. Nicely bowled once again from Heather. He's a very sensible bowler, very thinking. He's not greedy at all. Doesn't go for wickets. Just makes sure that he consistently bowls in one area.
There you go once again. Consistent is the right word. Excellent delivery to finish off another excellent over. It's 11 gone, Dubai. 72 for 4. Well, the spinners have certainly put up a show tonight. Tossed up delivery and driven really hard. He's found the gap to perfection. And was that a no ball?
Well, that's a very good shot from Nilansh Keswani, and I think it is a no ball. There was an early call from the umpire. Just need to make sure what that no ball was for. But what a great hit from Nilansh Keswani. Pitched up delivery in the slot. And look at that. Beating the fielder at extra cover. Fiercely hit that for a boundary. Now it's going to be a free hit. Nilansh Keswani on strike. Can he make it count here? Comes down the track and yes, connects well. That's gone all the way. I think it's gone for a maximum. Brilliant hit from Nilansh Keswani. Exactly what Dubai needed.
Well, this was the over Team Dubai were looking for. Iran once again trying to fly the delivery and just not getting the line right. And once again a brilliant stroke. It was a no-look shot, it seemed like. Look at that, a bit of arrogance coming in from the blade.
And Nilansh Keswani, he plays that shot really well. Comes down the track. Straight away, Alishan Sharfu having a look at his bat. These two have played a lot of cricket together. But that's what was required for Dubai. 88 of 53. Now somebody just needs to take a lead here. Aryan on 9 of 15. Nilansh on 19. 18 of 19, beg your pardon. So both of these batters are well set now. They've played quite a few deliveries, gotten used to the feel of the wicket, the pace of the wicket. Now just need to make sure they apply themselves and get on with it and make sure they get one boundary every over.
Yeah, quite certainly. I think they'll have to have those mini goals, mini targets. They've already gotten the runs they were looking for in this over and might as well just wait for the bad deliveries, and this might be that over they were looking for, Team Dubai.
Yeah, they can certainly do that. They've started well in this over. They've gotten a boundary on the first delivery and then a free hit, which has gone for a maximum. Umpire Sunij on your screens, bringing in a new ball because the last one was lost somewhere. On the pressure on the youngster Aran, who's given away 15 in his 2.1. He's going to be bowling to Nilansh Keswani. Oh, shot wide outside off stump. Nicely played behind point. They've got protection, but it'll only be a single. Could have done better there. I think the running between the wickets, that is something that Dubai really need to be counting on now.
Yeah, some really smart batting display from both the batters in the middle. Just kept on rotating strike since they've walked in the middle. And under the pump is this youngster Aran. Comes down the track. And a dot delivery.
A good delivery from Fernandez. As soon as he saw Aryan coming down the track, pulled his length back, bowled it nicely. A few more deliveries to go in this over, 3 of them. Comes down the track once again, gets a better connection. They're going for the quick single and will make it at the end. So Aryan unable to get him away. This is where he needs to be more sensible in his approach. Try to make sure that he keeps rotating strike. If Nilansh is going to be the aggressor, feed him with the strike or to take that role himself.
Tossed up delivery, driven, and get a single. So it's a good comeback from Aran after he was hit for a couple of boundaries early on. He's finally finding his length in this over. It's going to be interesting who's going to be bowling that next over. Only 4 bowlers overall have been used in this innings.
Yeah, he's got quite a few options. Ghulam Murtaza, he's got Ali Abid himself. Will be a dot ball to end the over. A good one this for Dubai. Some runs coming off it. 12 completed. 86 for 4.
And that's how the bowling card has panned out till now. Ali Shan, quite surprising starting off the proceedings. Look at that, 4 overs, 10 dot deliveries, picking up 3 early wickets. That was a surprise package to see him come to bowl early on. And then Zia also chipping it 1 wicket. Aran, well, quite expensive in that last over. And Haider still has those couple of overs under his sleeve. And a total of 4 extras have been given. But they're putting up a fight now, the batters in the middle, Nilansh and Aryan. Heavily will be dependent on this pair. There's not much of batting to come. There's only Ayan Misbah, another very exciting talent. Look, let's have a look at the field. He's got a deep point in position. Long on, long off, deep square leg, and a deep mid wicket. That's going to be new ball in Nadeem introduced. Nicely tossed up delivery. It's going to bring all his variations into play. I think that is what is required, especially on these kind of surfaces where we've seen under the lights the spinners do tend to get a bit of purchase from this track. Nicely ball. It's a very good start by Nadeem. Quite consistent with his lines, and I think it's the right time to introduce to my new co-com. It's going to be Asghar joining in. Welcome, Asghar.
Thank you so much, Uwais Ali. Nicely worked away from Nilansh. He's looked good. He's taken his time, but it's imperative that he kicks on and makes a big score here. They desperately need this partnership to go the distance if they are to get close to that total of 171.
Yeah, they were in a spot of bother early on with those 4 early wickets, but then the partnership being formed by these two batters in the middle. Cut away really hard. Got into field, looking for 2. They're going for it. Oh, this is going to be very close. And by the naked eye, it seems like Asghar, he's under a lot of trouble.
Must be in spot of bother and looking to take on the arm. There was a little fumble there in the deep, but the throw was good. Right next to the stumps. This will be a very, very important replay. Right on the half volley next to the stumps, and he looks in considerable trouble here. Uwais Ali, you got it dead right. He's gone.
Well, it was not required at this stage of the game. They were going along so well, and they've lost a wicket, and that too in a form of a run out. Aryan Lakra, that was the wicket they were looking for, and he will be absolutely gutted with himself. So a timed wicket coming in for Team Abu Dhabi. Aryan has to go back after scoring 11. Dubai are 88 for 5. Well, that was the wicket Team Abu Dhabi were desperately looking for. Aryan Lakra came very late today in the batting order, had a huge responsibility on his shoulders. In comes another talented batter straight away, tries to go big and dropped. Well, that's not the first time we're seeing this happen in the field, Asghar.
What a let off here for Ayan Misbah. And Nadeem has got a wry smile on his face. Well, they are bossing this game, but can't afford such errors in the deep. I think it was Qasim there. That drop chance. Half tracker. Hit hard and flat. And can't drop such chances at this level.
Nice punch towards long on. Will take a single. So another very successful over coming in for Team Abu Dhabi. Just the 4 runs given by Nadeem. It's 13 gone. Dubai are 90 for 5. Well, a lot is going to be heavily relied on Nilansh Keswani. Was brilliant with the ball early on in the first innings, and now has a huge role to play. 81 in 42. Oh, nicely bowled and too close to cut. Not a very safe shot to play.
Yeah, hanging on the back foot is Nilansh Keswani, and that skidness off the track can be a problem. You've got to look to get forward here. He's not a big spinner of the ball. He's sliding them all nicely.
Come down the track, and has he taken it? Oh, what a catch. He had very minimal time to react, but he's taken a clean catch, and it is Nilansh Keswani now who'll have to go back.
Looking to use his feet. Got pretty much close to the pitch of the ball and flat and hard back to the bowler. Excellent take. Well, it's all fine at the end. Look at that use of the feet. Great hands, great reflexes.
Excellent stuff. Team Abu Dhabi are now in a very commanding position. It is the set batter Nilanj Keswani. Looked very promising, has to go back after scoring 22. Dubai are 90 for 6. Well, they were looking so good when these two batters were batting in the middle. Nilanj Keswani and Aryan Lakra showed a lot of promise in the middle, and I think that was the last hope for them. In comes another very exciting talent, the youngster. Nicely played, excellent shot, showing the full face of the bat. Well, Asghar, he's just 14 years old, this youngster, Hassan Ali Mustafa, but he was brilliant behind the stumps.
Yep. Looks a very bright talent to me. That's the dismissal. Nilanj Keswani drilled that one back to the bowler. 91 for 6. Yes, that partnership was threatening and showed a lot of promise, but both going back to back has really put Dubai on the back foot here. 6 down, really struggling.
And I think smart captaincy from Ali Shan Sharfu. He saw in the first innings there was a lot of help and purchase for the spinners. Nicely bowled once again. Singles is not going to be a problem. So, yeah, he just kept on operating with his spinners, and they've really bowled well and have delivered. Just getting the basics right and bowled with those variations and are finding themselves in a very commanding position.
Excellent piece of captaincy, rotating his bowlers. Always looking to take wickets, which is so important. A little bit of extra bounce, just drifting down the leg side. 14 overs gone, 92 for 6, Dubai.
What an opportunity for this youngster. Hassan Ali Mustafa has got plenty of overs to go. Can get his eye in the middle. Nicely tossed up delivery. Nadeem bringing all his experience into play in this game.
Yeah, he's bowled really well throughout the tournament, Nadeem. Nicely bowled and beautifully played down the ground. Ayan Misbah is also a special talent, and I'll just hope that he kicks on and makes a decent contribution despite the state of the game. He's one for the future.
Yeah, I think it's too much to ask for now. 78 in 34 deliveries. They'll need to have a couple of big overs to the name Ayan Misbah. Well, he's a very quality batter, and he has the tendency to go big as well, shift gears when required. Swept away beautifully towards deep square leg. And singles, as I mentioned, is certainly not going to bother Team Abu Dhabi.
Absolutely, and you can't blame these two. They come in at a stage when their run rate is already, that required run rate is jumped well over 11 and a half. So I think the top order once again disappointing for Dubai.
Yeah, I was just having a conversation with Rashid early on, and we were just discussing that they're heavily depending on the top order batters. It has been Ronak Panoli who's been at the number 1 position in this tournament. Nicely tossed up delivery and equally well played by the youngster. Well, he looks to be a technically very sound batter. Every time he comes on to play that shot, he's showing the full face of the bat. Well, what an opportunity for this youngster. Just 14 years old, Asghar.
Oh, hit hard through the offside. This is the talent of this man as well, Ayan Misbah. We're talking about Mustafa. So, a couple of bright talents we have seen. What a shot that was.
Yeah, with that stroke, they've reached the 100 mark, Team Dubai. Excellent shot, just offering a lot of width, pace. There you go, driven beautifully along the carpet. Gorgeous looking stroke. We'll get a boundary to end the over. It's 100 for 6. Just the last 5 overs to go. 71. That's a bit too much, I feel. There's not much batting to come. Ayan, relatively new at the crease, and Mustafa getting a second game in this tournament. Talking about his keeping, he's been phenomenal behind the stumps and has taken some excellent takes. His basics are correct, technically very sound. A long way to go for the youngster. What an opportunity. And since then he's gotten a chance, he's really impressed all of us here in the comm box here, Asghar.
Absolutely, and what a good drive is this one from Mustafa this time. So 2 of the young prodigies showing their class.
Well, who can tell this youngster is just 14? Look at that shot. There's a lot of maturity in that shot. Look at that. Brilliant. Getting the front foot forward, driving it to perfection. Balance is perfect. Beautiful. Brilliant. Brilliant.
Full of confidence and full of... There was a bit of arrogance into that one as well, where he smashed it. Picked the bones out of that one. A big full toss again, doesn't find the gap. So these two are looking really good.
Yes, such lovely moments in this game. Ghulam Murtaza is such an experienced campaigner. He's bowling to a youngster. And he's pumped down the ground for a boundary. Oh, shuffling across the stumps and not getting the desired connection on that occasion.
Ghulam Murtaza has got a wry smile on his face. Wealth of experience. 27 deliveries remaining in the game. He'll be looking to just bowl those cutters and block all deliveries. Keep it tight. Keep it simple. Full toss. Ayan Misbah missed out on that one.
Well, these are the moments in the game where Dubai need to cash on. We saw a couple of full toss, loose deliveries. The previous one, Mustafa missing out, and now on this occasion, Ayan missing a juicy full toss, which should have been gone towards the boundary.
Driven again, straight to covers, little fumble. This time, they scamper through for a single. Dubai, like you said, they heavily dependent on the top order. I think likes of Aryan Lakra, they needed him to fire. Unfortunately, got run out, and that was a turning point in this game as well.
Nicely bowled once again. So after he was hit for a boundary, he's done pretty well. A good comeback over. It's 16 gone, 107 for 6. Just the last 4 overs to go. 64 is what is required. It's going to be a very uphill task for the youngsters in the middle. First up delivery, trying to sweep. Loud appeal, and I think that's just missing the off stump, and also the height was a huge factor.
Yeah, Nadeem, he was just tossing the ball up, so that extra bit of bounce comes in as well. Good call by the umpire. Oh, he's looking to use his feet. He's asking a polite question again, Nadeem. Having a bit of fun.
Yeah, these youngsters, I think they have nothing to lose from here on, Bazaskar. They can just try to express themselves by playing those big shots and try to get some quick runs. Comes down the track, and excellent bowling by Nadeem. He saw the batter use his feet, and that is where he just slowed his pace a lot, deceived the batter completely.
Bowling a nice pace. Look at that delivery, dipped on it as well. He's using the conditions quite nicely, Nadeem. Not firing the ball in. Ayan uses his feet. It's gone high and just away from the fielder.
Yeah, not timing it to perfection, Ayan. But it's good to see there's signs now coming in, a bit of aggression being shown by both the batters. You can afford to do that now. 62 in 20 deliveries. So you need one big over. Oh, lofted shot down the ground. There wasn't enough power there from the blade of Mustafa.
But excellent intent as well from these two young cricketers for the future. Despite that they are heavily on the back foot, they're putting up a fight. Heaved away on the leg side by Jan. They will come back for a couple here to end the over. 17 overs gone. The bye really struggling. 112 for 6.
Well, it has been a very clinical performance from Team Abu Dhabi. First, with the bat, Alishan Sharif and Jonathan Figgy once again amongst the run scorers. Given a very good start to their team. And the umpire just wants to have a boundary check in that last delivery. Not too sure if that has struck the railings. And just to reconfirm and recheck on that boundary. I think he did fine there. So last 3 overs, and it's going to be Ghulam Murtaza against this very promising youngster. I like the body language of this little kid, Mustafa. You can see he's having a very fearless and courageous approach. Nicely driven, punched, and a quick single. So it's good bowling here from Ghulam Murtaza. He's kept things relatively quiet in the middle.
Experienced campaigner. He's seen it all before. He knows that the game is in their pocket. All they need is to just do the basics right. Well, this man can do a fair bit of damage, and that is a fumble. Can you believe it? It's Mohammad Nadeem.
Well, this was struck with a lot of force. Ayaan Misbah has crashed this towards the boundary. A lot of width offered. Look at that flow of the bat. Terrific hand-eye coordination. Excellent hand speed. Yeah, poor effort. Should have been stopped. And has just gifted 4 runs.
Right up in the block hole there. Pushing hard. This time they won't get an opportunity to come back for the second. As far as Dubai is concerned, they'll love to get as close as possible. They need a miracle at this stage. 53 of 15 deliveries.
That's played uppish. It's in the air. And taken. So some disciplined bowling has gotten Ghulam Murtaza a wicket here.
Can feel for the youngster trying to really go big at this stage. Clever bit of bowling. It was a real slow delivery.
Yeah. That was a very good delivery. Just bowling from a short run-up. But then nothing to take away from this youngster, Asghar. Let me tell you, he is an excellent prospect for the future. I can see those glimpses coming in from these strokes. A very confident looking kid. And has played a very handy knock and a mature innings, I would say. Mustafa Hassan Ali impressing all of us here in the com box after scoring 11. 118 for 7. In box, the new batter, it's going to be Eamon. Had a very good outing with the ball. Was getting that in-swinging deliveries in his favour, and plenty of work cut out to be done here now from Team Dubai. And I think with this loss, it's going to be pretty much done and dusted for them to be qualifying in that semi-final spot. Full toss, hit down the ground, no connection in timing whatsoever.
Especially Ovasari after the start they got of the tournament, beating one of the favourites, Sharjah, 209. Ronak Panoli set up that game. I said unfortunate that after that they've just lost their way as the tournament progressed.
Hit hard. And has he taken it? No, he's dropped it once again. It was a tough chance, but then again at this level, it should have been taken. Yeah, coming back to your point, Asghar, they are a very quality side, our team Dubai. Let's have a look at that catch though. Struck with some real force. That was a very good try. Full marks for the effort in the end. It's 18 gone. 120 for 7. Well, it's going to be the new bowler Qasim introduced into the penultimate over. Yeah, we were just discussing about Team Dubai. I think nothing to take away from them. They're a very quality side. They've got some phenomenal players in their team. They've got a close shave, close calls at times. Narrowly winning, marginally I would say, winning those games. But then haven't really found much luck, I would say, in this tournament. But hats off to them. These youngsters have really impressed all of us. Oh, that's been pulled away. And one bounce into the fence. A very confident looking stroke.
Excellent shot there from Ayan. He's a bright young talent. And he's certainly one for the future when he gets going. Batting at that middle order. Under pressure to deliver. That was a very good shot. Half tracker though from Qasim.
Yeah, just to remind all the viewers, Ayan Misbah, well, he's got 100 as well in one of the domestic tournaments here in the UAE as well. So he's a quality batter and technically very sound batter, I would say.
Yeah, I was fortunate to call that game you refer to in the Bukhatar League. What a wonderful knock he played there as well.
Slower delivery, nicely dealt with in the end. Saw the batter coming down the ground and just varied his length, bowled a little fuller. So smart bowling here.
Looking good, 23 of 16. The other thing I really like about him, Ovasali, is always very positive. Regardless of the situation, he likes to take the game on.
Yeah, absolutely. Very mature cricketer for his age, I would say. Oh, beautifully bowled yet again. So back to back. Brilliant deliveries coming in from Qasim. Keeping things really quiet in the middle. I think it's pretty much done and dusted now. Asghar, 46 in the next 10 deliveries. Yeah, Dubai are pretty much out of the contest now.
Really disappointing to say the least. They had their opportunities, couple of close games as well. Full toss. Doesn't find the placement. Just be a single on that occasion.
Yeah, at times just gets a little late on the delivery, Ayan, and it's not the first time we're seeing him missing out on a juicy full toss. These are the deliveries you need to ensure to cash on and to capitalize and get runs on these full tosses.
Emil using his feet straight down the ground. Another single. Wonderful bowling there from Qasim. Saw him coming and just held his length back.
Yeah, he can have all the fun now in the middle. The game is pretty much done and dusted, so why not just come and roll your arms over, maybe just pick up a wicket or two. He has bowled early on in this tournament. So one last delivery for him in this game.
Just pulls out. 128 for 7. 7 more deliveries remaining in this contest. A lot was expected, but it turned out to be a dead rubber. Poor delivery. That will cost him a boundary. Some useful runs here for Ayan.
Yeah, that was a hit me delivery. Just getting off track, pulling a wayward delivery down the leg side. And all he had to do is get some bat on it, and he's got plenty of it. Got a boundary to finish off the penultimate over. Ayan Misbah is looking quite promising. After 19, 132 for 7. Yeah, quite surprising to see Haider Ali not bowling out those 4 overs. And I think it's fine. I think Alishan Sharfu, the captain, he bowled brilliantly today. Picked up 3 wickets up front. Mind you, he bowled that first over and really caused havoc in the middle.
Yeah, they're just taking it easy, rotating things, rotating bowlers around. He goes over the top. And taken in the deep. So Haider Ali picks up a wicket straight away.
Yeah, he's one of the top class bowlers in this tournament. And once again, he's bowled an excellent delivery, just offering a lot of flight to Eamon and enticing him to go for that big shot. And he was in no control whatsoever when playing that shot. Created some room, wanted to go inside out. In the end, it turned out to be a miss hit and a very good catch taken in the deep. So a short stay for Eamon finally comes to the end. He has to go back early after scoring 3. It's 132 for 8. Well, he can just have some fun in the middle, try to smash a few sixes to Haider Ali. They know each other really well off the field. So it's going to be an interesting little contest between them. Oh, there you go. Trying to hit it too hard and smash it out of the park. Haider sees the funny side of it.
Yeah, Zishan's trying to go big here. And he fancy his batting. You wanted to just smash him. This is in the air. And another wicket here for Haider Ali. He's too good and he's too clever. He kept on tossing the ball. And his smiles tells you the story as well.
Yeah, there was a mini battle between them, a short one. And it is won by Haider Ali. He's picked up another wicket. So 2 wickets in 1 over. Trying to smash this out of the park. Not getting the ideal connection. And once again, they have been spot on in the fielding department. Haven't dropped many catches in this tournament. Zishan Nasir has to go for 0. 132 for 9. Now Team Dubai are on the verge of being bowled out, and Haider can improve his stats when it comes to be taking wickets in this tournament. Is one of the leading wicket takers in this tournament, mind you. And Taimur, new batter, walks in. Surely, I think he's not going to play out these next 2 deliveries. Will want to have some fun and smash this ball out of the park. And on the other end, Haider will want to wrap up the innings by picking up a wicket.
Oh, almost. He followed it up with a Yorker. The base of off stump. Quicker delivery there.
Oh, he was agonizingly close to that off stump. How did that miss? There you go. That was the last wicket. In no position whatsoever. Just losing balance when playing that last shot. And it's up in the air. Gone. Another wicket. And that is it. Team Abu Dhabi have won this game comfortably. It was a one-sided encounter. And Haider Ali picking up 3 wickets in the last over.
Brilliantly done. You feel for the youngster Ayan Misbah on the other end. Didn't got opportunity to face first Eamon and then 2 more wickets falling. No trouble whatsoever. Beautifully bowled. Tossed up, a little bit of turn, and Taimur got the outside edge. Simple catch there. That's the end of it.
Well, they were at the number one position, Team Abu Dhabi, and after winning this game, they will retain that number one spot in this tournament. One of the most destructive sides, I would say, and they have announced themselves, and of course, they have found a place in the semi-final spot. Handshakes all around. It was a good display from the youngsters of Team Dubai, and they will be taking a lot of learning and experience from this game. They were playing one of the best sides, Team Abu Dhabi, and it was a much needed win for them. But in the end, Abu Dhabi have played some serious good cricket.
A convincing victory. Clearly the best side, showing their class once again. That's a big margin, 38 runs for Abu Dhabi. That's the batting guard. Ronak once again started off well, 36 of 16. Shahrukh went early, Atta and Aditya all fell apart very quickly. Nilansh putting up a fight alongside Aryan Lakra. When he got run out, I think that was pretty much it. 28 for Ayan Misbah at the bottom.
Well, a lot of bowlers were used by the captain, but it was Alishan Sharfu, the captain, leading from the front. 3 wickets taken and destroying that top order. Zia also picking a wicket. Aran, very economical, 15 dot deliveries, picking up a wicket, and then Haider in that last over picking up those 3 wickets and wrapping up the innings. Ghulam Murtaza also getting up a wicket, and extras were just 5. So that is one area they've really improved, Team Abu Dhabi. Well, that is the highlights for you, and it was Ronak Panoli. It was very promising and was hitting those balls outside the park and looked very dangerous. And that was the time we thought Abu Dhabi are in the game. But then this happened. A big wicket, Shahrukh going early. There you go, excellent strokes, proper cricketing shots. This was the moment, Ronak Panoli going.
That's where they lost their way. Another one falls very quickly. The wickets kept on tumbling. Caught at long on. That's where they lost their way. Lash Keswani going downtown. That was a big moment in the game. If they had any chance, little fumble, but a very good throw, and Aryan Lakra was dismissed, run out, followed by Keswani. And that's where the game was done and dusted.
Yeah, and this youngster came in and showed a lot of promise, played some aggressive strokes, batted with a lot of heart, but then the bowlers of Team Abu Dhabi, they got their basics right, kept things really simple, and then another wicket falling. So they just couldn't get going, Team Abu Dhabi. Every time there was a partnership, Zishan Nasir then trying to go for a huge 6, finding the fielder yet again. And then this delivery, the last one, wrapping up the innings, an easy catch. And this was it for Team Dubai. Right, then that's the match summary for match number 23. Abu Dhabi batting first and scoring a good target of 170 for 7. Ali Abid scoring 34 in 30. Prithvi Madhu yet again with the run scorers. Jonathan Figgy also playing a handy knock. Aryan Lakra pick up the ballers for Dubai. 4 wickets for him. Ronak and Aditya also picking up a wicket. Well, in reply, they were bowled out for 132. Ronak Panoli, the captain, leading from the front. Ayan Misbah playing a very mature innings as well. Haider Ali came in the last over, picked up 3 wickets. Alishan Sharfu, the captain, leading from the front, 3 wickets to his name. And Abu Dhabi have won this game comprehensively, a clinical performance with 838 runs, and have showed a lot of promise in this game. One team to watch out for at a number 1 position, and yet again they have time and time proven again that the skills they have in this side is impeccable. So a clinical and a very good performance have found them at the number 1 spot in this tournament. Right then, let's head down in the middle where we have Ahmed Khwaja for the post-match presentation.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the post-match presentation for match number 23 of the 7 Districts Presents Emirates D20 2024, powered by Fancode. It was Abu Dhabi taking on Dubai, and Abu Dhabi, after posting a score of 170, comfortably swept Dubai aside and won handsomely by 38 runs. It's time to give the player of the match memento. It will be presented by our match official, Mr. Jibi Alex, and it goes to the one and only Alishan Sharafu. Once again, 25 runs with the bat and 3 wickets with the new ball. Alishan, well, batting was not quite your forte today, but your off-spin bowling, I teased you about it before the match. Looks like you took it to heart.
I mean, yeah, I admire my bowling, and today I got an opportunity, and happy got a couple wickets today.
Tell us more about the wicket, because it looked to be a bit of a turner. We saw 17 overs of spin from Dubai, and you guys followed the same policy.
I mean, yeah, as I said at toss, it looked a bit slow, and it was on the slower side, so we knew anything above 160 was going to be tricky to chase, and I think that was the plan, just to vary your pace when you're bowling, and then the wicket did the rest.
And of course, you're locked in for the semi-finals now. The quest will be to go back-to-back D20 champions for sure.
I mean, yeah, that was the aim at the start of the tournament, and it still is the aim, and I hope we play the same way how we're playing right now, and hopefully get another one.
Well, I hope you play the same way you've been playing so far. Outstanding. Well played, Alishan.
Thank you.
That's all from the post-match presentation for now, but stay tuned. We have another big match coming up. For that, let's head back to the comm box.